Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the King's Roundtable show.
Boys and girls.
Oh, we've got some feedback here.
We are just going all around today. Alright, so this is the show where we talk about stuff and see what happens. So, I'm AJ.
And I am Joey Burns.
And we've been recording quite a bit for you guys, getting this thing set up and ready. We've got, it's going to be an episodic thing that we do kind of.
We're thinking of like one video a week, right?
One video a week, sometimes two, depending on how much stuff we can actually get done.
And we filmed a bunch before we did this, so.
Yeah. So, basically what this live stream is going to be is just kind of letting you guys give it a grasp of exactly what an episode entails. Kind of reiterate our intro episode, maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
And just kind of generally talk to you guys and see who comes in and what's going on.
Gather some questions, talk some nonsense, drink some coffee.
Yes.
Coffee's important.
So, first and foremost, I do not have my computer. I have no idea if there's anyone in chat or not.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
So no one's in there yet?
No one's
Cool.
here yet.
Every stream I do does get saved as a video as well.
Okay.
So people can go back and be like, oh, the live stream of King's Roundtable, I can jump on there and see what's going on without having to worry about what's going on.
All right. So do we want to start with our intro to who we are then?
Sure, let's go with that. I'm gonna let you start and pick one of the three kind of things we do mostly.
Okay. So I'm Joey Burns. For those of you who don't already know, I am the one behind all of the music that you will hear on this gentleman's channel. As far as video games are concerned, I have a very limited history with them. I enjoy them, but I do not consider myself a professional. My knowledge of video games kind of hits a cap around the GameCube era, so platforming games and puzzle games are my comfort zone. In terms of music, I have been dancing and singing and entertaining and performing for people since I was about 3 years old. I used to memorize the lyrics and the dance steps to Michael Jackson songs and go over to my neighbor's porch and perform them for her and my family and her family and so on and so forth. My love for music and performing has just kind of grown from there. I play 3 instruments well, and in total I would say I play about 7 instruments, but 4 of which I do not play well.
So where does the recorder fall under?
The recorder falls under instruments that I play well and wish I didn't play well.
I think in all honesty, that's kind of everybody's thought about the recorder.
I mean, unless you want to play My Heart Will Go On, then it's perfect. But yeah, I've played guitar for 11 or 12 years. I think we figured out.
Yeah, it's 11.
I taught myself how to play bass guitar. I'm still in the process of teaching myself how to play piano, and I can hold a beat on a drum set if you need me to.
And then video, movies, and TV.
Film and TV. I love animated comedies. Comedies in general. Just anything I can sort of shut my brain off and enjoy at the end of the day. If I'm in the mood, psychological thrillers are always fun. Movies that have a deeper meaning, movies that really make you think every once in a while are fantastic. Great inspiration for me as a lyricist and a songwriter. As far as TV goes, I don't watch a whole lot of it. My fiance and I have been sort of working our way through Riverdale and The Fosters lately. That's really the extent of my television. Other than that, I end up rewatching Family Guy and Friends and How I Met Your Mother as just background noise. So,
Yeah. Alright, guys, so you know me. I'm going to break it down for you guys. I'm going to reverse what he said and go the opposite way because the one he started with is, of course, the one that you guys are going to find the most boring when it comes to me because I have to tell you guys all the time what's going on.
Vault is in chat.
Vault,
Yay!
my buddy, what's going on, brother? How are you doing? I will be getting a hold of you, Vault, on Monday I will send you your code on Monday. We ended up getting the money. We've been recording all day today. Tomorrow we might be doing some more or something. I don't really know what's going on tomorrow, but tomorrow is WrestleMania, so I will not be available for too much. But I will have that code for you on Monday. I am going to buy it on Monday. I just need you to confirm that you are in the United States. As cards are regional locked, I can't just go and buy you one from like the store or something. I actually have to go to a website to buy you the code, which means I need to do it when you're online as well, and then I can buy you that code, send it to you, you tell me if it works. Once it works, I click it, and we're all good and set, gone. That being said, anyways, Vault, thanks for showing up. We're just doing kind of like a kind of show you what's going to happen with the content that we're going to be uploading here.
We've got a King's Roundtable podcast live.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to go into TV and movies. So, of course, me being me, I've watched TV and movies my entire life, obviously. I continue to watch TV and movies even to this age. I do my reviews. You guys all see that. I mean, there's not much I can really talk about, like, movies and TV-wise, because I do watch basically every genre. I've forced myself to watch movies from start to finish, if I have to. I mean, I'm one of the only people I know to this day that's watched the entire Death Note movie on Netflix.
So even if it's a horrible movie, you'll force yourself to finish it.
I try really hard to do so. Yeah, what's up?
Vault has a question.
What's up, Vault?
He wants to know, do you like Stranger Things?
Have you watched Stranger Things?
I haven't started watching Stranger Things yet. It is on my list.
Really? All right, so
I never have time to watch TV
fuck,
anymore.
dude. I would be like calling sick to work and binge watch it. Just start with episode 1 and binge watch the whole 2 seasons of it. I love Stranger Things. Actually, to be truthfully honest, I can't say watch the entire first 2 seasons because I'm not even done the first. See, this is what happened, and it's funny, and you laugh, and we binged the shit out of it. Yeah. The first season we watched in 2 days.
Fuck.
And it was a show. It was a show that we couldn't watch. It's a show we couldn't watch with Emmett.
Yeah,
so we had to wait for Emmett to be in bed to watch it, so we can only start it at like 8-9 o'clock, and we finished it in 2 days. The season 2, we binge watched everything except the final episode, and then we just haven't watched the final episode of season 2.
That's intense.
That's the only thing we haven't watched.
Yes, an inside scoop that apparently season 3 of Stranger Things is supposed to be the final season.
Oh, that's too bad. If true, I mean, things are always changing. Things are constantly changing, and one of the biggest things we can say about this is Roseanne.
Yeah, that's true.
Roseanne just
They're bringing it back after, what, how many years?
15
it's been off
or
the
something
air?
Crazy. Some stupid thing like that.
See, my question is, the way that it ended, how are they going to bring it back?
Roseanne?
Yeah.
I don't even remember how it ended, dude.
It ended with her husband dying and, like, the whole show being her writing a novel about her life?
I guess Vault says that season 3 being the finale has been confirmed by the creators.
Huh.
Here's the thing. I hope it doesn't cause the same problem that happened with Fringe in season 5, where, like, they didn't know it was their last season until they were, like, halfway through writing it, and they were like, okay, well, now we have to wrap everything up. But because they had to wrap everything up so quickly, like, it turned into a shit show.
I can't even finish season 5.
Exactly.
Hey, you're not at you're at season 4, I think, aren't you? I don't know. Fringe was one of those shows that I did really like. I did like up until it started getting a shit show. Heroes.
Oh, God.
Season 1, phenomenal. Season 2, the fuck. Season 3, come on now. Season 4, Season 5, yeah! But to get to that yeah moment, you have to watch all the... It was like Naruto or Inuyasha,
Yeah.
man. It was season 1 was episode 1, and then there's fucking filler. And then an amazing thing happens.
See, but that's the thing. Like, it's... I mean, it's more common in anime, but, like, every now and again you'll get that TV show where it doesn't even feel like watching a TV show. It feels like you're grinding.
Yes, Heroes was definitely a grind. Dragon Ball Z, 7 episodes fighting, what was it, Frieza, I think, or Cell?
The thing is, if you break it down to, like, just the fighting, it's a 20-minute fight.
It's a 20
And then the rest is just them talking.
Yeah. No, that's sad to hear about Stranger Things, though, man. I will definitely have to get into that, look into that. American Horror Story got renewed for another 2 seasons.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't realize it was doing so well.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
We have Carissa in chat.
What's up, Carissa? How you doing?
What's going on?
She's just wondering what the hell's going on.
So what we're doing now is we're giving you a live sneak peek of the King's Roundtable. That's going to be content for the channel that's going up. It's going to be a weekly episodic kind of a TV show that we're gonna put up on the channel at one a week. We've been taping them all. We've been taping them all day.
Yeah.
We're gonna be continuing to tape them after we're done this. We just wanted to take a little bit of a break, kind of hop online, give you guys a bit of a live stream, show you guys exactly how it goes. It's interesting because you're getting the point of view from 2 separate people who kind of have 2 separate walks of life, but we're very dramatic about how we go about talking about things.
I think dramatic is an understatement.
A little bit. So for Carissa, if you didn't know, this is Joey. He's the one that produces all my music for my streams. He's the one that makes my intro, my outro, and then my BRB music. With that being said, there is also other music that is going to be added. He has sent me that I haven't added yet because it's
although, on that
hidden
note,
in my computer.
If you head over to my YouTube channel, the 2 songs that I sent him to be added to his playlist are there now.
Yes, links in the description, guys, because you didn't mess with the description at all, did you?
No, links are in the description.
Okay, yeah,
Perfect.
Links are already in the description there for you guys, for Joey's solo channel, and then, of course, his band Alternative Symphony.
Yep. And I am in the process of working on a new album. I've got an album in the works. So as I finish each track, it will be going up on my personal YouTube channel.
Perfect. Beautiful. We always love getting new music. Let's...
Vault wants to download our intro music. He says it's a fave.
I don't know if I have the older ones as downloadable content on my SoundCloud. If I don't, I will add them when I get home tomorrow.
Vault says 7 Deadly Sins got a new season as well.
7 Deadly Sins.
The anime?
I don't know.
I think
I haven't really heard of that. I mean, wait. I think it's an anime. I think Jer was watching that, and he was trying to get me into that, and I don't know. I don't quite remember.
He recommended it to me too. Thing is,
Yes, the anime.
Yeah. I'm really picky with my anime though. Like it's rare for me to find an anime that I love enough to like watch every single episode of. There's only 2 animes that I've ever watched the entire series of. It's Soul Eater and Fairy Tail are the only 2 that I've
Soul
watched.
Eater. I'm so pissed that the only thing on Netflix right now is like the Japanese version with no subtitles.
They don't have subtitles for it?
You can turn subtitles
you can turn them on.
She just doesn't know how.
I prefer the English dub just so I don't have to read.
So you're not an otaku.
Well, to be fair, I mean, whether it's the English dub or the original Japanese, Black Star is still annoying as hell.
Yeah.
I found it a little bit more annoying with the English. It might be because I don't understand it.
So I'm a hoarder when it comes to clothes. I have a very hard time getting rid of clothes. So most of my t-shirts don't fit me anymore. are her nightshirts.
Yeah.
So she wears Death the Kid.
Nice.
T-shirt as a nightshirt.
Bill says he watched, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but Charlotte. It's kind of weird, but the ending is weird, and it's only 13 episodes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's supposed to be Charlotte?
Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Charollet is how we spelled it.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Yeah. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, I'm not I like anime as an art form. I do. I enjoy watching it, but I'm not that, like, I don't go out and actively pursue it. It's like,
not even Studio Ghibli?
No.
Oh, really?
I mean, I watched Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So I watched Dragon Ball, which then forced me, of course, to go watch the Japanese Dragon Ball.
Right.
Which then, of course, made me watch the Japanese Dragon Ball Z, the one where fucking it's all just sex. That's the only way to put it. Which then inspired me to go looking for the things that we watched as kind of kids. So, like, the Japanese version of Sailor Moon, which is amazing. If you've never seen the Japanese version of Sailor Moon, go watch it. The only difference, one of the biggest differences is Sailor Venus and Sailor Jupiter are in a relationship.
Are they really?
Yep.
Huh.
And they end up, there's quite a few sex scenes between the two of them. So,
well, yeah. I
mean, it's Japanese, right? They got to get their kicks somewhere. So the Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon.
Well, even I've heard that the original Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh, which is one of my favorite animes, like, it was super violent, like the original Japanese version.
Yes, I have seen the original Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh. Not all of it, just one episode, and it was a little more gruesome than what we were accustomed to over here.
Yeah.
It's the same with Pokemon. Pokemon, like, here in the American versions, it was really dumbed down the extent at which the Pokemon got injured. They'd have cross in their eyes and stuff, and it was cartoony. Whereas over there, it was like there was blood coming out of their mouths and stuff like that.
But that's the thing. Like, I feel like when you deaden the impact of that, you're desensitizing your kids by trying to protect them from seeing the violence.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because, like, something will happen, but because you dumb down the effects of it, it's like it has no consequence.
Bugs Bunny, the Bugs Bunny show, we'll say, Roadrunner coyote chases, and this is from personal experience, and then being like, I was like 8 and I seen a motorcycle accident. Yeah. And it was like one of the most traumatic things ever. And I still have nightmares to this day about it. It's just because you never, as a kid, you're so innocent about things. And then, to see something so dangerous and so life-threatening.
Well, even if you want to look at professional wrestling, like back in the day when somebody took a chair shot or if somebody got, like, thrown off a cage, like, there were very clear repercussions of, if you do this, this will happen. And, like, you don't have wrestlers, well, they don't take chair shots anymore.
They don't, no, that's not true. They don't take headshots.
And they don't bleed. Like, there's no solid repercussions of the things that they do anymore.
Do we have a question?
Well, once says, what about hentai? It's anime, history, comedy. All the characters are supposed to represent the countries.
What?
Sorry, it's not hentai.
It's not hentai.
I read it wrong.
Hitalia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hentai. What are you trying to put on here?
We're a PG channel.
With the phallic microphone in between you.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Think of the children.
Says America bully Canada. He just started laughing.
Yeah, actually, I have watched that. Germany and everything is fucking hilarious. Have you seen it?
Hitalia?
Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
It's
I haven't,
good. It's good to sit down and watch.
We might have to look that up when I get home. Or even we might have to do some research tonight once we finish up.
That, another good one, The Devil is a Part-Timer. Have you heard of that?
No.
The devil ends up getting a job at McDonald's. What? Yeah, he's a teenager, he ends up getting a job at McDonald's.
I mean, okay. Having worked, like, food service and customer service, I can testify Places like McDonald's are quite literally hell on earth.
I worked at McDonald's for 4 years. I know.
I worked at A&W for 3 years, and I worked at Burger King for almost a year.
Couldn't even stick it out a year at the King of Burgers.
I was a freaking supervisor, and I couldn't stick it out a year.
What?
Vault's laughing at my mistake, saying now he must go rewatch and record. You're mean, Vault. I don't like you anymore.
So, basically, what we've been doing and what we've been talking about,
Talking about it.
Exactly.
Live TV, ladies and gentlemen.
Is we're taking topics that are that we find interesting.
Basically anything that we can banter about for 15 minutes.
And we banter about it for like 15 to 20 minutes. And that's how long the episodes are, and we kind of pick a different episode
we
each
have
time.
Liam in chat.
What up, Liam? How you doing, bud?
What's going on?
And Liam says, are you kidding me? You're not PG. You're never PG. If you're a PG, then I'm a skinny mofo.
You know who it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Liam, I got something to tell you. You should probably go eat, you skinny fuck. Yeah, we've been trying to keep the episodes as PG as possible.
Trying.
Trying.
Word.
Sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, there are topics that are kind of touchy, and there are situations that are kind of touchy. I don't know. It's a fucked up world we live in, and some of the stuff we cover are things that there's a coffee machine going off. Yeah.
Hold on now.
Yeah. No, but we try to keep it as family friendly content as we can. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Liam said you just finished 3 slices of pizza. How about that?
How about that? Oh, fuck. Now I gotta pay Danielle Bergoli money. Shit, here we go.
My suggestion is have a 4th.
There you go. Have a 4th. You heard it here first. No, so we've talked about some actors, some comedy. We've had a couple episodes on comedy, some couple real life.
We
stuff.
talked about some awful video games.
Yeah,
that should never be played by a human being.
We have 100,000 more topics that we want to talk about, and we want to record episodes
will
about.
Be going online weekly.
It is going to be a weekly episodic TV show.
Excuse you.
Popeyes Louisiana fast.
And now you have to pay Popeyes.
Yeah. Fuck! You're fired! Oh, fuck, now I gotta pay Trump!
You're digging yourself a hole over here, buddy.
Digging up a hole. Oh, now we gotta pay Disney, too. God. Oh, that's copyright.
We're just gonna censor all of this.
Censor.
So we don't have to get any strikes.
Wasn't that a great freaking wrestling stable?
Oh, Right to Censor?
Right to Censor?
Jesus Christ. They had the most annoying theme music ever.
I am not the Godfather anymore. I am the Good Father.
I would prefer to ride the Ho train.
Me too. Especially knowing that Lita was a part of that Ho train.
Oh, yeah.
Little miss, I'm gonna wear my thong halfway.
Hey, man, that was 90% of the appeal of Lita. I do not care what anyone says.
And you are still hung up on that.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Not to mention, she could kick just as much ass as the boys.
I would let her Hurricane Run on me any day of the week.
Yeah, I know you
love
would.
you too,
I would
Kylan.
too.
Feel the love.
Well, I'd let you do it too, but
actually,
do
on
it
that topic,
anyways.
Because I have not been keeping up with wrestling the last little while. What does the WrestleMania card look like for tomorrow?
All right, so for you guys that don't follow WWE, tomorrow is WrestleMania. It is the be-all, end-all, the beginning and the end of the season of WWE. Of course, WWE runs year-round, so it's kind of where people... WrestleMania is the last kind of episode of the season, and then it continues the next day on Raw. So for the card, what we're looking at right now is... if there's anything I missed, my wife was going to help me here, but I'm going to try and remember it off by heart. So the two main title belts, you've got AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
It's going to be a hell of a match.
That's for the WWE Championship.
That's for the yes, it's for the Smackdown main title. Anyways, they had a 5-star match in Wrestling Kingdom.
Oh,
which is a Japanese.
Japan, yeah.
Yes. So they had this amazing match, and everybody's been dying for it. So this is a match that a lot of people have been dying to see. The other main title bout is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
Again?
Yep. And this time there's no Money in the Bank briefcase. There's no fucking side-scrolling. It's just going to be a straight-up Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar one-on-one fight.
Lesnar wins. I'm sorry.
I want to see... well, we're pretty sure Roman Reigns is going to win. Canon, sorry. I broke canon. It's still real to me, man. No, Brock Lesnar is going to be going back to the UFC. Dana White confirmed, and so did Joe Rogan. So it's looking like it's going to be passed down to Roman Reigns. Crowd is really split. I mean, the WWE, sometimes they pull shit out of their pocket.
I mean, at least the crowd is split, and they're not going to be, like, booing and raining down on their new champion if Roman Reigns wins.
Well, see, and Roman Reigns is a lot like Cena.
Yeah.
I mean, half the crowd boos him, half the crowd cheers for him. And, of course, everyone that's sitting there is going to say, oh, they boo for Roman Reigns. All they do is boo for Roman Reigns. But, I mean, if they're booing for Roman Reigns so much, how is he making $1 million a month in merch sales?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it doesn't happen. He's selling mad merch. So, it's Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. All right? So then we'll go to the mid-card titles. The Miz is in a match, a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title. He currently holds against Seth Rollins and Finn Balor.
That could be a good match.
Which they've been fighting a lot lately. It looks like it's an amazing match. I mean, 3 really talented wrestlers. What's going on?
Liam has a comment. He says he thought Brock couldn't lose to a full-timer.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. If Brock takes this contract with UFC, there could be a stipulation where he cannot wrestle in the WWE ring when training up to a title or a bout. Dana White and Vince McMahon are still working on actually signing a contract that is negotiable to both UFC and WWE. So we will see what happens. But they cannot try to work on this contract legally until Brock Lesnar's current contract runs out. And it does not run out until the first Monday after... or the second Monday after WrestleMania. So the first Monday Raw after WrestleMania, he'll still be contracted by the WWE under full whatever contract that is. And then the Monday after, his contract is void.
Right.
Or it's up. And at that point in time, they're talking about trying to get a contract going so that both promotions, or both, whatever you want to call it, because I guess WWE isn't real fighting, whatever. But so that Brock Lesnar can stay in WWE and also be in UFC. Now, there are reports of another great person that's coming to WWE, that the reason why they want to keep Brock Lesnar around, I guess, is because they're signing Bobby Lashley.
Again?
They're signing Bobby Lashley again, and they want Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley to have a rivalry.
Why?
I don't know. What do you...
Vault wants a show of hands. Who likes Cowboy Bebop?
I mean...
Vault.
That's
my favorite. You just want to know who liked it.
I love Cowboy Bebop. But, so we're going to continue on with the Wrestling Vault. I know you might not like it. You might like it. I don't really know. This is just because WrestleMania is tomorrow. So then the United States title is currently held by Randy Orton.
Okay.
Bobby Roode has a rematch clause. I don't know if he's having his match.
The full United States Championship match is between Randy Orton, Bobby Roode,
and
Jinder Mahal, and Rusev.
Oh, and Rusev's added into there. See, I haven't watched the last 2 weeks of Raw and SmackDown. Like SmackDown, no. Raw, I kind of fast forward through stuff a little bit, but didn't really watch it, so I don't really know about that. So then, okay, so the SmackDown let's talk about tag teams. SmackDown tag teams are on the line. It's the Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers. The Bludgeon Brothers is
You missed one in that match.
Who?
It's the Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown tag team.
New Day's in it.
New Day wins.
I don't know, man. The Bludgeon Brothers are kind of...
Are they hot now?
Yeah, and it is Eric Rowan and... Luke Harper.
Oh, fuck.
Luke Harper and Eric Rowan are a tag team, and they're the Bludgeon Brothers over on SmackDown.
That's terrifying.
It is a brutal tag team, and they are really good. There's rumors that they are going to win, and the Usos are going to be moved in the Superstar Shakedown to Raw. So then, let's go with the Raw tag team. The Raw tag team is Cesaro and Sheamus, the Bar, versus Braun Strowman
and an unnamed partner
and his brother Brain Strowman.
Huh?
I'm just kidding. No, it was a little stint they did on Raw where he's like, "Oh, you'll see my partner tonight," and then it was, "Oh, it's my twin brother Brain Strowman," and he came out wearing fucking glasses and a white button-up shirt over his actual.
Braun Strowman and an unnamed partner.
So what it was, Kurt Angle told there was a tag team battle royale.
Yeah.
And Braun Strowman entered the royale without a partner and won it. Yeah, he threw a shit ton of people out of the ring too. Like it was dangerous. So what ended up happening was the next week on Raw, Kurt Angle said you have to have a tag team partner for WrestleMania to compete for the titles. You have to have a tag team partner. So of course there's a ton of different rumors going around. Some people are saying it's going to be Elias.
Okay.
Other people are saying it's going to be Rey Mysterio.
That'd be interesting.
I don't know if he actually signed his deal or is still working on contract. WWE is trying to get him contracted. They want him full-time. He only wants to work a part-time schedule.
I was going to say, they had him at the Rumble, did they not?
Yeah, he was just a one-show, though. It was a one-show contract. And then after the Rumble and the pop you got and everything, they were like, okay, we need you back as talent. But the thing is, to go with WWE, they don't want him wrestling in AAA.
Yeah.
So they're working on a contract between all them. So another person that has been rumored to be Braun Strowman's partner is Big Cass.
See, that's the most likely out of the ones that you've told me, I think.
Big Cass, of course, suffered a hamstring injury during his match, or no, not a hamstring injury, an ACL tear during his match with Enzo Amore when they split up. Hasn't been seen in a long, long time, but rumor is that he's all healed up.
Cool.
And then the last rumor I heard about was Braun Strowman's partner is going to be the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose.
That could be dangerous.
Who's been out with a rotator cuff break or something like that.
That could be really dangerous.
I don't know exactly, I don't know what's going to happen. I try not to read too much about dirt sheets coming this close to WrestleMania because I really don't want to, ruin any surprises or anything, right? Yeah. So, that's just what I've read through WWE's Facebook's posts, people posting about it. Dean Ambrose has been posting a lot of WrestleMania throwback pictures, so him being out for this long, it's kind of like a little tell that he might be coming back at WrestleMania.
Yeah. But
as Braun Strowman's partner, we have no idea. I don't know if he's even going to come back at all, if he's coming back as Braun Strowman's partner, if he's coming back to interfere in the Intercontinental title picture because of Seth Rollins, or what's going to happen. So, that's that. All right, so those are the title matches. Oh, no, women's titles. Sorry. Charlotte Flair is taking on Asuka, who won the Royal Rumble.
Nice.
And then Alexa Bliss does not have a match.
Yes, she does.
What is her match?
Alexa Bliss is versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know about that. Alexa Bliss is facing Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. Little tidbit, inside note here, guys, you heard it here first on the King's Roundtable. I believe that Carmella is going to cash in her Money in the Bank contract on that match. After that match is over, I believe Alexa Bliss is going to get a dirty win over Nia Jax, and she's going to take a beating for it. And I think Carmella's going to come in, cash in, and beat Alexa Bliss for the title.
So she's going to do what Edge did to John Cena, basically.
Yes, exactly. That's what I feel is going to happen. So that's that. Those are the title matches. There's also of course, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale.
Yeah.
And then the Women's Battle
Royale. Yeah, they're doing a women's battle royale.
Cool.
So I want to talk about this real quick, guys. So when it was originally brought to the attention of the WWE Universe, the match was called the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royale, Memorial Battle Royale. Well, then a bunch of butthurt snowflakes didn't like the way Fabulous Moolah acted, treated other superstars, and she really pushed and pinned her way and elbowed her way through, to get where she was. And I guess a lot of people didn't like that.
And Mae Young already has a memorial.
Mae Young, of course, she's got the Mae Young Classic. That's what they call it. And it's a women's tournament. But anyway, beyond that, so they were calling it the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royale. And they went to the WWE, and Stephanie McMahon's like, oh, okay, I understand where you guys are coming from. But nothing was really happening. Well, then they went to Snickers, who, of course, is one of WWE's biggest sponsors.
Yeah.
And Snickers went, no, we're not having that. You need to change the name. So Stephanie McMahon announced that it's just the Women's Battle Royale. It's going to be the annual Women's Battle Royale now. The annual Women's Battle Royale will include women from any brand.
Cool.
So it's basically, it's just, I think what they're doing is because with the Women's Revolution, they want to be able to showcase the women they have on roster without kind of like making stupid matches like a 6-pack challenge for the women's title, right? Like, that's not a WrestleMania worthy match. You can have it during Survivor Series. You can have it during Backlash or Unforgiven, but to have it at WrestleMania is kind of like, eh. So, I mean, what better way than to kind of put your women all in the match together? Same with Andre the Giant Battle Memorial, right? What they did was they took their mid-card talent and they wanted to see, who's going to be able to put on a good show and who can we, kind of put a title on?
Yeah.
Who can we give a push to? And they don't mean anything, really. I mean, the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, the winner never really wins anything other than that. Like, they never really got hard pushes. The winners are, well, now, but I mean, Cesaro won the first one. And
Big Show.
His push ended, no. Oh, yeah, Big Show did win one.
And Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin, Big Show, Mojo.
And
Mojo Rawley?
Yeah, Mojo Rawley.
Won
last year. With the help of Gronk.
Well, of course.
And then, of course, so another big thing they're talking about is Gronk might be in the Battle Royale this year as an actual entrant. Rob Gronkowski, if you guys don't know, is a New England Patriots tight end, I believe, who's close to retiring from football and moving on to the bigger, brighter pasture of WWE as a superstar.
Interesting career choice.
Well, I mean, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Titus O'Neil, Roman Reigns, list goes on and on of these football players that, football's not the greatest career path, especially when you're kind of a phenomenal player. Like, if you're a pretty good player, you're still not getting field time, right? Because there's so many amazing players out there. Why not showcase your talents on other avenues?
You still have 2 more matches.
Anyways, so the next match that we're gonna talk about is John Cena's.
John Cena's not even on the match.
Stop. Just stop. All right, let me talk here. So John Cena has been for the past 3 weeks calling out the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Just hugely calling him out. So there's always the possibility of a John Cena versus the Undertaker match. Here's a little tidbit. Here's the thing that I think's kind of funny. Last year. All right, so I'm going to talk about the Hall of Fame first. The Hall of Fame is chosen a year in advance. So at last year's WrestleMania, they already knew who they were inducting into the Hall of Fame this year. Last year, Undertaker had his match with Roman Reigns and took his gear off and left it in the middle of the ring. Everyone took this to mean he's retired. This year, Kid Rock gets inducted into the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame. Kid Rock also is the one of the reasons why he got inducted was because he sang American Badass.
Yeah.
Which was the theme song to Undertaker's American Badass character. He got inducted to the Hall of Fame. He's going to be at WrestleMania. John Cena's been calling him out. Now, understand this, guys. I'm not a naive guy who's like, oh, John Cena's calling. It's scripted. So here's the thing. If they knew a year in advance Kid Rock was going to be in there, how likely is it that Kid Rock's going to be in there and at WrestleMania, live performance of American Badass, and then all of a sudden the Undertaker comes down to the ring to fight John Cena.
As the American Badass.
As the American Badass. That's what I feel is going to happen.
That's his opinions.
Yeah, that's just my opinions. I mean, if it doesn't happen, don't fucking be like, you lied to me, because I honestly don't know. But that's what I think's going to happen. Honestly, I've been watching fucking WWE for 25 years. So, I mean...
Eventually, you get a sense of how they operate.
So the other two matches... I don't actually...
Okay, so... One match you missed is Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yes.
Finally returning to the ring.
Daniel Bryan returns to the ring.
With Shane McMahon. Versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Stipulation match.
Stipulation match.
What's the stipulation?
Shane and Daniel win. Kevin and Sami are out. Contracts are terminated. If Sami and Kevin win, they're reinstated into SmackDown. A little unknown fact, though. So Shane O'Mac's dealing with severe health problems. He says he's going to be 100%, but we don't know. Doctors don't seem to think he's going to be 100%, but he's 100% ready to go. But that's Shane O.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan,
he's just coming back.
He finally got medical clearance.
That's the thing. He finally got medical clearance. Daniel Bryan's been training all year because he was ready to leave the company. He was going to leave because he's been cleared by every other medical doctor out there except WWE's. Therefore, the only reason he got cleared by WWE's medical is because Triple H knew he was leaving, and Triple H knew how much of a draw he is. Mm-hmm. Said, we can't risk to lose him. We have to let him go. We have to let him wrestle. Because then that's what Daniel Bryan wanted. He didn't want this fucking general manager role. He wanted to wrestle. So what's the other match I'm missing?
And then the last match you are missing is Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey
Rowdy
is
Ronda.
Part of the women's roster.
Rowdy Ronda, man.
It's Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. Because her coach for MMA was best friends with Piper.
And she comes out in Piper's gear. His
leather jacket and his hot rod t-shirt.
That's what she comes out in.
And she comes out, what's her theme song?
It's a Wild Child or something like that. I don't know, it's some type of alternative something. I'll have to find it.
It's like 80s. Don't care what you think about me.
I don't give a damn about my reputation.
I don't give a damn. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Yes, and that's what she comes out to. I mean, I am so pumped for Ronda to be in WWE. I think she's going to have a great career in this.
Liam says, spoiler alert, he says KO and Sami win due to a live event that they're supposed to be appearing at in either May or June.
Here's the thing about that, Liam, and this is the thing that a lot of people always look over. Match cards are always subject to change. And this has been proven in the past where we had the Montreal Screwjob. Uh-huh. And we had other situations occur when belts had to be transferred. So, yes, they were scheduled for a live event. And yes, I agree. They might win. But also, here's the thing. Sami and Kevin can lose and go to Raw. There is that possibility, too. So, I mean, you never really know. Live shows, of course, include both rosters. But that's just saying. That's how that could turn out. So, let's keep on the topic of WWE for just a little bit longer here. So, Daniel Bryan got cleared to wrestle. Finally got cleared to wrestle. Which means he's going to be a wrestler. Which leaves the spot of SmackDown General Manager open. It's not open yet, but it will be. Now, there's been 2 big names thrown around to become the new GM of SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, one we've already talked about, and that's Rey Mysterio. Yes, I know I was the one that brought out the Rey Mysterio could possibly be the GM for 205 Live. But I am not the one that thinks he's going to be the GM of SmackDown. I don't think that's going to happen. It's a possibility, but I don't really see it.
If they have him in a general manager role at all, it makes more sense for him to be on 205 Live.
Yeah, for sure. Now, that being said, 205 Live, the person I thought should have been Tyson Kidd.
Yeah.
Tyson Kidd could also be a name thrown into the hat of general manager, but it's not one I heard. The other one I heard is Hulk Hogan.
Oh, good lord.
Yes, WWE is on talking terms with Hulk Hogan again. Sadly. Now, I'm not saying sadly because he should be punished for what he said and did, blah, blah, blah. No. I just don't like Hulk Hogan, period. I think he's an overrated wrestler. He's an overrated actor. He's an overrated human being.
Here's the thing. I mean, yes, it surprises me that they're even on speaking terms with him because of what happened. But, I mean, look how many times he's jumped ship for other companies because he couldn't get what he wanted from the WWE.
Yeah, that's true.
He jumped ship to go to WCW. He jumped ship to go to TNA.
Yeah.
And now he wants back in the door because he's not getting what he wants.
But I mean, it's Vince, right? Vinnie Mac does what Vinnie Mac wants. He does what he thinks is best for business, and it's not always what's best for business.
No, Vinnie Mac doesn't do what's best for business. Vinnie Mac does what's best for Vinnie Mac.
Yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly on that subject. How many people are watching right now?
We have 3 watching.
We have 3 people watching? Not bad.
It was up to 5, but then Wrestling Talk started, and I think a couple tabbed us.
Couple are like, nope, tap out for a minute.
Liam has a topic, but it's still wrestling.
What?
It says, Bullet Club and who might join the WWE.
Out of the Bullet Club, who might join the WWE? For one, we know for sure that'll join the WWE is Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is going on record stating he is not against coming back to the WWE if the time, the money, the place, the opportunity, and everything is right for not just him, but for both companies. Cody does not hate the WWE. He does not have some ill regard to the WWE. He doesn't like he doesn't like the way the deal went out. He offered to make a bunch of changes, and when they wouldn't agree to him, he said, well, then I need to go and do my own thing, and they let him.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I believe Cody Rhodes, it might not be in the near future, but at some point in time, I believe Cody Rhodes will sign with the WWE. That being said, Hangman will, I think, eventually sign with the WWE as well. Young Bucks might, but might not. I don't know. Young Bucks aren't big fans of the WWE. I know for a fact Kenny Omega won't sign with the WWE.
Oh, no.
Kenny Omega has repeatedly talked about his distaste for the way the WWE runs. Maybe when Vinnie Mac's not running it anymore and he finally hands it all over to Triple H, then Triple H might be able to get Kenny Omega in with the help of Jericho. But I think until that point, I don't think Kenny Omega is going to come anywhere near WWE. And I think that's kind of why Vince wants him. And that's obvious because Vince is letting Chris Jericho go wrestle him at Wrestling Kingdom.
Yeah.
So it's obvious that Vince wants Kenny Omega. And it's obvious that Kenny Omega's over with the crowd. Hugely over with the crowd. So, I mean, but I don't think he'll sign with WWE. I don't know about the Young Bucks. They're kind of up in the air. Who else am I missing from Bullet? I'm trying to think. There's Hangman, Cody and Hangman will go. The Young Bucks might not. I don't really know. And Kenny Omega won't, for sure. That's how I feel. Do you know much about the Bullet Club?
No.
A lot of the Bullet Club's already over in WWE, to be honest.
I was going to say, Balor was part of the Bullet Club, was not?
Balor, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Adam Page, The guys that are in Undisputed Era in NXT right now, they were part of the Bullet Club. I guess. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Bullet Club.
Liam says God and bad luck. Or God, bad luck. I'm not quite sure what he's referring to.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know much about the Bullet Club. I'm not a big Ring of Honor fan. I'm not a big New Japan fan. To be truthfully honest, I respect them. I respect them as the independent circuits they are, and they're trying to be huge. And I wish them the best of luck. But when you're going up against WWE, it's hard. And it's not just Ring of Honor. I mean, fucking look at the shit show TNA's or Impact has become now. 6 months. Or we watched an episode a week ago or 2 weeks ago that EC3 got a case that said fired in it, but we knew 2 months ago that he was fired and he was joining NXT. Like, that's how far behind Impact taping is. They're taping that far behind.
The thing with Impact right now is that they can barely afford their slot on cable TV.
They're on Twitch.
Says Camacho is in the Bullet Club? Camacho?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Camacho,
I have no idea.
So, yeah, I mean, we've talked. I think you want to hop subjects?
Yeah.
I think
Get some new subjects in here.
I think it's about time we hop subjects here, because it's about all the wrestling talk. I mean, we can talk for hours on wrestling if we really wanted to. But, wait. Matt Hardy doesn't have a match at WrestleMania? Oh. I thought Woken Hardy was fighting Bray Wyatt again. Guess not. Anyways, beyond that. Yeah,
beyond that. So back to Stranger Things. Like I've heard that it borrows very heavily from like 80s movies.
It is set and casted and filmed as if it were an 80s horror flick. 80s sci-fi flick. The scenery is really thrown back to that 80s sci-fi era. You have posters of Stephen King movies from that time. Yeah. It, Thing. John Carpenter plays a big role, like a big, lending a big hand to the styling of the show and everything. It feels like it's filmed in like that 8mm films. It's beautifully done. The acting is amazing in it. Your typical, I like this guy, I don't like this guy, I like this guy again scenarios happen with the acting. Character play and character development is great. So, I mean, it is definitely worth a watch.
I was going to say, it's one of those shows that I've heard nonstop great things about. I just haven't had the time to sit down to watch it.
So, another movie. Have you ever seen 8mm? Not 8mm. 8mm is the Nicolas Cage movie. About a snuff film. No, 8...
No, yeah, I've seen it. I know it. I love it.
Maybe they made another one that's 8mm. 8M or something. It's the same type of thing, filmed like it was in the 80s, 70s, 80s. It's about a train crash and there's an alien on the train and stuff. It's a good fucking movie. I'll have to look that up for you guys. That being said, Stranger Things is great. There's a lot of movies out there like it, a lot of stuff out there like it, that if you like Stranger Things, you should definitely go and watch. I don't know what more to say about that.
We've got...
Trying to hurt him up.
Alright. Coffee! No, I have pop. I'm good.
5 fingers to the face.
What the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! No, so we've been doing a lot of episodes on a lot of different things. So we range from anything that's entertainment to real world. I mean, we're going all over the place with this. And we hope you guys enjoy it.
Liam's saying, let's talk about the Solo movie. Han Solo?
Yes.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I didn't know they were doing a solo.
What? It comes out in like a month, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Where the hell have I been?
Oh. Because the way it is, right? So this is what happens. For those of you who don't know, I am not a huge Star Wars fan, by the way. So I'm not that into the universe. So this is what happened. When Disney bought Lucasfilms, Disney made a statement in which for the next 50 years, there will be a Star Wars movie every year.
They're going to make new trilogies, and then in between the release of each movie and the trilogy, they're releasing a side story or...
No.
Yes.
No. We cannot allow this to happen.
Too bad it's already happening. So they
That's
started
where I was sitting. I'm like, yeah, new Star Wars films. Shit, they're going to kill it.
They started a trilogy. I don't remember what the first one was called. Do you? Rogue One.
Yeah.
Then The Last Jedi.
And now Solo.
No.
No, Last Jedi was
Last Jedi.
a side story.
No. Rogue. No.
Force Awakens, Rogue One.
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens was part of the trilogy.
Was part of the trilogy.
Was a spin-off.
Rogue One was the spin-off.
Last
Jedi is part of the trilogy. Han, or Solo rather, is a spin-off.
About Han Solo.
About Han Solo.
Do we really need a backstory on Han Solo?
And then next year they're gonna bring out the next part of the trilogy.
Or Quadri, or whatever they decide to do.
Okay. I understand that Marvel is doing fantastic things with their cinematic universe. And
Marvel?
would be... Well, yeah, Disney owns Marvel. But still, Marvel is, in and of itself, a self-sufficient part of Disney. They're owned by Disney, but they still have sort of their own thing going on.
All the contracts are done by Disney.
But my point is, the reason that Marvel's cinematic universe is working so well is because it's Marvel. They do comic books. They know how to make a universe and keep it running without it tiring itself out.
And you don't think Lucas did?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. No, that's fair to say. I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars, so I don't really know. But I know there's there's a shit ton of books.
The thing
the
is,
original trilogy 4, 5, and 6, people will still defend are better than 1, 2, and 3.
Exactly, because the thing is, after he made the original trilogy, Lucas came back, looked at what he did, and went, "Okay, I'm gonna change this up a bit, and I'm gonna throw some of this in here, and we don't need any of this, and what's this over here? I'll change that a little bit." That's my George Lucas impression.
Meanwhile, it was supposed to be prequels, and a lot of shit should not have been changed.
Exactly, and like going back, looking at all of the plot holes, all of the just
You want to talk plot holes? There's a movie. There's one movie I think comes to mind when you say plot holes that everyone will hate on me for. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Don't be hating on my indie.
Biggest plot hole movie ever.
Jay, can you hit him for me?
Why?
Because you're hating on my Indiana Jones.
I'm not hating on it at all. I'm saying the movie is a plot hole in and of itself.
So?
Just saying.
See? Liam agrees with me. It was awesome.
But it's a plot hole. The whole movie's a fucking plot hole.
How do you figure?
Indiana Jones serves no reason or rhyme to the story at all.
He's an avatar for the audience. That's all you need him to be.
He was there to look at?
No, he was there for the audience to... He was the placeholder for the audience in the whole movie.
Because he was there, we were there.
Okay. So, no one else could have done that. That was already in the movie. Couldn't have been one of the Germans.
Liam says...
No, because then it's not from the audience's perspective. It's from, like, someone who's engrossed in the story's perspective.
Liam says to slap him again for him.
Honestly, though, Indiana Jones plays no rhyme or reason in the story at all. If Indiana Jones was not there, the Nazis still would have got the Ark, opened the Ark, and died.
And?
Just saying, it was kind of a plot hole.
Didn't you enjoy the adventure?
No, not really. But, I mean, it was one of the weaker sides of Indiana Jones.
Guys, help me.
I liked Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, okay?
Now you're dead.
The look on his face.
That's the worst one.
I was about
Why?
to tell you were dead to me.
Because
Jesus.
they go from all these, like, historical artifacts to, oh my god, aliens!
Nuke the fridge.
Why does everybody honestly
Nuke
say that?
the fridge.
Because, see, here's the thing. Indiana Jones is an archaeologist, right?
Yes.
He inspired millions of people to become archaeologists just for those people to find out the job is nowhere near as lucrative as Indiana Jones made it out to be.
Well, I mean, what job is as glamorous as it appears to be in film? Let's be honest.
Well, no, okay, Indiana Jones went on these magic adventures, and you had all these people that are like, I want to be like Indiana Jones. Now they're sitting there brushing off fucking arrowheads in a pit. Yeah, and this is not what I signed up for. Anyways, beyond that, guys, honestly...
Where the hell is my whip?
So, it's a movie about an archaeologist. Everything that Indiana Jones did...
Yeah.
In every single movie, had something to do with a natural mystery that has been found and unsolved in society today.
Yes.
The Crystal Skull is exactly that. Is it not? Did we not find crystal skulls that were oddly shaped, had weird magnetic connections? Yes. But
why?
Aliens?
Yes.
Because it's what the most logical answer.
Why is that the most logical?
Why is why is the Ark holding a bunch of fucking demons that melt your face?
Because it's the Ark of the Covenant. It is a religious object that is told to... You're basically unleashing hell on anyone who opens it.
Because it's a artifact that is made up of materials that are not found on Earth. I'm talking about the Crystal Skull. It's not actual crystals. The material that has made these crystal skulls is a material that can be found nowhere on Earth. Nowhere. So where is the only logical explanation that this crystal comes from? Space.
Is it that the material cannot be found on Earth, or is it that the material is not naturally found anywhere on Earth?
I think not naturally.
Liam has a question.
What?
Who is better, Lara Croft or Indiana Jones?
Indy. Indy. Why do you have to think on that? Indy. You want to know why I say Indy?
Was better in a bathing suit.
Now,
yeah.
Okay, so you want to know why I say Indy?
What's that? Because
Indy has had both movies and video games that were actually decent and playable. Lara Croft is yet to have a movie.
To be fair, the reason the Tomb Raider movies are crap is because movies based on video games are, as a rule, horrible.
Wrong! Super Mario Bros.
Don't even.
Ugh, that movie should have never been made.
I love terrible movies sometimes, Ed. Come on.
You need to walk away from this table right now.
This is my table, and I shall not walk away. No, I think given a proper script, I'm waiting for Tomb Raider. I'm waiting for Raider to come in. It's in theaters right now. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either, but if they're okay, here's the thing. If they're going based on the most recent game that was released, I think it's going to be a damn good movie.
Which means it will put Lara Croft on par with Indiana Jones. And then I'll have a harder time deciding. But as it stands...
No. You'll have a harder time deciding until they decide to strip down to their underwear.
Okay, Liam needs an education.
Why?
Uh-oh.
And I quote, "Wait, there's a Super Mario movie?"
Yes, it's amazing. You should go watch it. It stars, John Leguizamo and...
Oh, it's...
Who played Mario?
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins. Yes, and indeedy. That's exactly who played Mario. It is one of the greatest movies of all time. It is cinematic It's a cinematic masterpiece and should be watched by every single person in the world. What is that?
Oh, good lord.
What are you saying? I will unmod you.
Okay. Do not believe a word that comes out of this man's mouth.
Okay, so if you're high or drunk, the movie will seem like it's a movie, but in all reality, a lot of people hate it. I love it just because I'm a huge fan of Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. So it was hard for me to hate on a movie that had both of them in it. And I think that's part of the problem. The storyline was
horrible.
was
slapped together at the last second.
Out there. And the cinematic filming of the movie was...
Imagine, if you will, a studio decides that they're going to make a Super Mario Brothers movie. Sounds like a good idea on paper. They hand the writing of the script and the production of the movie to people who have never played a video game in their life. People who have no idea what the Mario Brothers are about. Is that really a movie you want to watch? I hate it. It broke my soul.
It's okay. So, I'm going to put this out there for you guys. Every movie that has ever been made based on a video game is gold. And you should watch every single one. Because there's never been a bad movie made after a video game.
Nice. I'm about to brain you right here.
So, Tomb Raider, let's talk about... Let's act like this was an episode. And we're going to talk about...
Movies that were made
after video games.
Let's start with Silent Hill, shall we?
Okay, I'll start with Silent Hill. Silent Hill, the first one?
Yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't too bad, actually. I didn't find it. The storyline was kind of here and there.
Sean Bean didn't die.
You really wanted him to die.
That's Sean Bean. That's what he does.
Yeah. So, I mean, for sure...
I mean, the story was decent. The acting was actually surprisingly good, I thought.
I felt the acting was amazing. There was the main one that strikes me as the cop, though.
Oh, yeah.
Really,
oh, yeah.
She had...
And the old Victorian lady.
Alma's aunt or mother?
No, her aunt.
Her aunt?
Do we have a question?
Vault just says... For the gift card, can we put a time? He says it's about 5, okay? Or he can message you in Discord.
Message me in Discord, brother. We're going to do it on Monday. If you want to do it around 5 p.m., that's great. I'll be sure to be on 5 my time. I don't know what time you're on. I'm on Eastern Standard Time. So 5 my time, fine. I'll do it then. Okay, on with what I'm saying. Alright, so then you had Silent Hill Revelations, which is the second one. Have you seen that one?
This is the one with Pyramid Head, right?
They both had Pyramid Head.
Oh. I don't remember him in the first one.
We have another question?
He ripped the girl's skin off and threw it at the front of the church.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, we have a couple.
Okay.
Oh.
One, Assassin's Creed.
Oh, I can't watch that movie.
Movie made out of after video games. So, shoot on that one before I do the second one.
Alright, I can't watch that movie.
Why not?
Fucking, I am not that quick at subtitles, and the subtitles for that movie run really fucking fast.
Okay, well...
It was amazing how they did it, and I give them props for when they go into the past wanting to keep historically accurate and actually speaking in Spanish.
Yeah.
But to do that to a modern audience where I can't speak fucking Spanish, and I'm part of your viewer base, is kind of fucked up.
The subtitles were a bit too quick at points. I mean, I managed to keep up decently well. I watched it on Netflix the other night.
Ooh, look at betrayal.
I was bored, okay?
Alright.
And second question here. Would you watch a movie based on BioShock?
Yes. Oh, if it was done right. If it was done right.
You gotta deal with a director like Uwe Bolt. Just see how...
Michael Bay it.
Don't you dare.
I mean, if Paul W.S. Anderson took it over,
No. You know who you get to do a BioShock movie?
Who?
David Lynch.
Okay. You convinced me. BioShock movie, would I watch it?
Okay.
Yes.
I would watch a BioShock movie. I think it would make a better TV series.
I would watch it once.
Yeah?
Guaranteed watch it once. It's one of those things where it's BioShock, you have to watch it once.
Yes.
I mean, to like it is another story altogether, but you have to watch it once. So let's talk about...
I do. I feel like it would make a better TV series than a movie.
Yeah. So I brought up Paul W. Anderson.
Yeah.
Of course, he's famous for directing the Resident Evil movies. Based on video games, kind of. Not really, but sort of.
Very loosely based on video games.
Yeah, I mean, it's based on... So for those of you who don't know, and you're talking to the Resident Evil king here, okay? I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil. I've played every Resident Evil game. I've played every Biohazard game, which is the Japanese version of the Resident Evil games.
I was going to say, you held a speed record.
I held speed record for Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil Veronica. I held online records for Outbreak File 1, Outbreak File 2, all campaigns, hardest difficulty, triple S. Standard. I love Resident Evil. That being said, I've also read the manga, and the manga is actually what the movies are based on.
Yeah.
So, that being said, yes, I understand people were like, but this is not like the video game. But there's more to it than just what the video game showed. There was this whole universe. So, that being said, when you look at the video game and the movie, not the storyline, but the movie, how the people acted, how the zombies acted, how do you feel it stood up compared to the video game?
I thought it stood up fine.
See, and I love the Resident Evil movies. I do. I love the Resident Evil live action movies, and then the 3 anime movies as well. I love those 2.
The Resident Evil movies, I mean, I will be the first one to point at any movie that is based on a video game and say, what the hell are you doing? You're more than likely going to ruin the experience of what's going on. The Resident Evil movies are the better movies that are in any way tied to a video game, but, I mean, they're not directly based on a video game.
Yes, exactly. So, what's up?
Isn't Underworld a video game?
No. Underworld is comics. It's the third big company.
Image or
Dark Horse. Dark Horse. They're Dark Horse comics originally. A lot of people think they're DC comics, but they are not. They are Dark Horse.
Dark Horse were the ones that did the Mask when that was a comic.
Yep, Mask, Buffy and Angel, Fire. Let me rethink how you pronounce that. Firefly, but it wasn't called Firefly. It was called Serenity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did that. They did all Joss Whedon stuff.
Yeah.
They're a really great company. That's another topic we're going to talk about, though.
Yeah, comic books.
Comic book adaptations. Comic book adaptations into movies, too.
Yeah.
Is a good thing to talk about. Because,
holy
fuck!
There's some
out there.
I know you're not are you a big Marvel fan?
I'm a huge Marvel fan.
Okay.
It's DC.
Did you not see pictures from Emmons first fan expo? I made him a onesie that said Marvel fan in training.
Fair point.
Yeah, I'm Marvel, not DC.
I don't know why, for some reason, I thought you were DC.
Jared's more DC than Marvel.
Ah.
What?
So have you...
Terrible.
We have to here. In honor of movies and video games, let's throw out Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 1 was okay. It was okay. Comparatively. Okay. Mortal Kombat 2 was fucking terrible. The TV show was... it had its moments. And
it was a TV show?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Legacy. It ran for like 8 seasons, dude. No, probably like 3 seasons. I'm over exaggerating.
But the
TV show, yeah, it followed the Liu Kang, or not Liu Kang, the Kung Lao schools. Okay. So it focused more on Sub-Zero, Reptile, and Scorpion.
I mean,
and how the different schools acted in the Outrealm there.
Like, okay, the first Mortal Kombat movie, it's a guilty pleasure. I enjoy it. It has very obvious flaws. It's very cheesy, very much a product of its time. Mortal Kombat Annihilation is a train wreck, start to finish.
How do you fucking kill Johnny Cage? How? Okay? The dude can do the splits and punch a man in the nuts, but you kill him off?
They recast Raiden, too.
I can't complain about that because they casted Christopher Lambert.
I guess, but I don't know.
He's such a better actor. He didn't fit, but he was a better actor.
He's a better actor, but just being a better actor doesn't count if you don't fit the role.
So then after that, well, wait, because we're still on the same topic. We haven't vulged over that. So then there's Legacy, which I talked about, and then there's Mortal Kombat Reborn. You've never seen that? Oh, I'm definitely going to have to hook you up with that at some point. Mortal Kombat Reborn, for the people that don't know, started out as a web trailer made for a fan flick. This was bringing Mortal Kombat into a more realistic light. Jax is the sergeant at an office precinct. His lieutenant is Sonya Blade. They have in custody Scorpion, who's got a hatred for Sub-Zero. Shang Lao is running a tournament of fighters to see who are the best fighters. The agent they had working undercover was Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage has been killed by Baraka. Okay, so it's bringing things into a more realistic light, and this is how I'm going to show you that from this point on. Baraka is played by Lateef Crowder. Do you know who that is at all? Baraka was a plastic surgeon who went crazy and started piercing his face repeatedly. And then after that wasn't enough, he ended up inserting blades into his arms, becoming Baraka. Reptile was born with the rare disease that makes people, that usually kids die from at they only usually live to be 3 years old, where they're born with their skin inside out.
Yeah.
And the red eyes and everything. And he became a cannibal and a killer, and he's, a middle-aged man now. So that's Reptile. They talk about Sub-Zero and Scorpion, but not their mystical powers or anything like that. All you really know is that Scorpion is an assassin, and the cops have caught him, and they want to use him to get into this thing and take down this fighting organization. It's like organized crime, right? Cops want to take it down, and the way they're coaxing Scorpion to work for him is Scorpion's got a hatred for Sub-Zero, of course. That it's always been one of the main plot lines of any Mortal Kombat series, game, whatever. And so Scorpion wants to go in there and kill Sub-Zero.
Okay, we have a couple here. So first, Liam says not based on a game, but trading card game, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
TV shows, movies, animated. I mean, it's hard, really.
I mean, okay. I feel like... What? Pokemon has already been proven that it can be turned into a movie rather easily and rather successfully, so I have no problem with that. With Yu-Gi-Oh!, it is my favorite anime to this day. It's the trading card game I play in my spare time when I can. And I feel like it could make a good movie, but it's a storyline and it's a mythology that could very easily become cheesy and irritating if done poorly. So if they did do that, they would have to do it
probably
well. They would have to do it with care.
Like anything that you really want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a spin on it real quick and say live action Pokemon fails.
You think so?
Yep. I truly believe Pokemon fails as live action. I don't think they'd be able to do a good live action Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh, however, I think could have success if taken on by the right director and the right imaging crew. I think it could have success. But Pokemon, I think, fails right out the gate as a live action.
So we have two more topics, and thing Liam says he could beat you in a duel.
Challenge accepted.
And he also says the live action Dragon Ball movie.
Listen here, you little shit. There has never, ever been a live-action Dragon Ball Z movie ever made, number one. Along with this rumor, I don't know where anyone fucking got it from, of this show called Dragon Ball GT. Those two things never existed, okay? Fuck you if you think they did. They didn't. I'm sorry. Game over.
Moving on.
And we have something saying the Slender Man movie.
Okay, so I mean, Slender Man movie, a lot of people don't know exactly what it is.
Okay, is it a fan-made movie or is it an actual movie?
And no.
So it's just a trailer?
No, it's a documentary.
What?
Yes. The Slender Man movie that's coming out is a documentary about the two girls that tried killing the other girl, that went to court, and they had that big gas court case about. Yeah, that's what the Slender Man movie's about, is those two fucking girls. It's a documentary about that.
Okay. That actually really disappointed me. Because I saw a trailer on Facebook. I don't know if it was a fan trailer or if it was just like a false advertising trailer for this documentary.
Well, what they did for the documentary is they're taking sections out of the game to kind of explain the game. They're gonna go into, it's a documentary. It's about the game. It's about this murder. It's the attempted murder and stuff. It's not.
See, but I think the concept and the mythos of Slender Man would make a great film if someone bothered to write it.
They did something like that, dude. It's called the Blair Witch Project, and people brag on it. No.
Don't do it Blair Witch style. If you're gonna do it, I want to say almost urban legend style, but not quite.
Urban legend style, like
have it built up over the course of the movie, where it's just like the myth, the legend, the story, everyone's starting to get freaked out about it. Somebody sees something out of the corner of their eye.
So have it like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Like the later Freddy Krueger movies where Freddy Krueger has no power and then all of a sudden he gets it all because everyone's scared shitless. I can see that. I mean, I wouldn't mind watching a Slender Man movie about Slender Man.
Yeah.
It could be a very good horror movie. In another movie, I want to see a fucking Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I don't want it a horror movie. I wanted a comedical horror movie, of course, because it's fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. But I think a Five Nights at Freddy's comedical horror movie would kill in the market of how many people? You got like 8-year-olds that are playing Five Nights at Freddy's, man.
Okay, if you do a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, make sure you have Bruce Campbell as the guy who's watching the cameras.
or God, please, at least you have to have Bruce as a cameo, even as like,
Bruce Campbell,
no. At the very end of the movie, all of a sudden, Freddy goes to get the main guy, the security guard that's watching him, and you just have Bruce Campbell come in with that good old fucking Remington S smart gun. Boom! Not in my house, baby. And like something fuck nuts. Even if it's just a cameo, it has to have Bruce Campbell in it. Now that you said that, I mean, all B-rate comedical horror movies have to have Bruce Campbell in. There's a lot of movies that don't, and it's sad because like it's cameo.
Dude, do you know how long it's
Spider-Man too?
Yeah, he was. You know, they were actually, I read about this. They were trying to build him up because he has cameos in all 3 movies. They were trying to build him up to be Mysterio for the 4th movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, new topic idea. Movies with unnecessary amounts of sequels.
Land Before Time.
Nope.
I disagree with you, man.
What?
I disagree.
I agree.
Honestly,
apparently I'm in the minority. I didn't know this.
Hey, I'm with you.
I haven't seen any of the other ones.
So I say after.
So like Land Before Time, how many?
Yeah, after 6.
15.
It's done. Everything else
15. Okay. I know about 8 of them. So I didn't know there was 15.
6, it's done. Like,
okay, so yeah,
6
sure.
Just sucks.
All right. So Land Before Time, Saw. Saw 3 could have been cut out.
Liam says AJ slap him now. So
What?
Joey did something wrong. I don't know what.
What did I do?
And I don't know, something with the limit for time. And someone put up the Home Alone movies.
Oh God, yeah. We were literally at the video rental store.
And you seen
yesterday.
Home Alone 5?
Yes. It made me
7?
There's 7.
I haven't seen. Holy crap, man! I knew they've been making more. I knew that.
It made
But
me
I didn't know they went up to 7.
physically
Home
sick.
Alone 3 was kind of like, okay. Home Alone 3, we were all like, you know what? This is done.
Home Alone 3 was where people started to realize, okay, this is basically just turning into
I
the
know
same
they had
thing.
Home Alone 7. I've seen Home Alone 7. It's a Disney exclusive or something. It was on Disney Channel originally.
What?
Yeah. I remember that now. Holy crap, you're right. They are on 7. Wow, dude. So yeah, Home Alone's up there. Unnecessary Airbud? I mean, yes and no, because the target audience became kids.
Yeah.
And they just kept making new movies for kids. And it wasn't like they didn't, a lot of movies today, you think, when you think of movies, what's a great movie that you've seen as a kid that you just watched the sequel to not that long ago?
Jumanji?
Alright. So, Jumanji, would you say it tried to capture your attention when they made it? Having seen the first one. One of the biggest movies that comes to my mind is Toy Story.
Oh, definitely.
There's a Toy Story 4 coming out. Are you prepared? Do you want to go see it?
Yes, I do.
Exactly, right? So the difference between Toy Story and Air Bud is Toy Story captured an audience, and they've made it so that it will capture the same age range of audience, but they really are making them for that core audience that they captured before. Yeah. There's more adult jokes in it as you grow up. There's more things that you see and things like that. Whereas Airbuds hit an audience of that 7 to 12-year-old. Every movie that came out, you don't need to see the previous movies to understand the new movie or anything like that. Yeah. And it's just to keep capturing that 7 to 12 age range, and that's what they make it for, is to keep that audience. So as people grow up, they lose interest. That being
said, if we're still on the topic of unnecessary sequels, and I feel like I'm going to get some hate for this, but I don't care, Cars. We did not need more than one movie.
Actually, Cars 3 isn't that bad. Cars 2 is terrible.
It's just, okay, the first movie was barely necessary. The sequel was entirely unnecessary, in my opinion.
Okay. I did not like the sequel. The second one was terrible. The third one, though, I did like the storyline. It was very well written, and I think they had quite a good time with that.
Well, maybe the third one will hook me.
Have you not seen the third one?
No.
So
it's actually really good.
Chopper and Ant in chat.
Chopper and Ant, what's going on, guys?
Chopper is putting forth the new Three Stooges.
What?
The one that had just come out, not that like 2015, or is there a new one coming out now?
Chopper, do you care to? And Chopper also says planes to go with your lovely Cars sequels. Yeah. I don't like the whole planes deal. I'm like, you're just.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. Next thing you know, we'll be having a movie called The Close.
If The Incredibles 2 comes out, I will drop kick little kids.
The Incredibles? No, wait.
When The Incredibles 2 comes out, I'll be wandering around my apartment going, "Where's my super suit?ut?"
We have waited way too long for that sequel.
Incredibles 2 is like post-production.
Yeah, it comes out this summer.
It comes out this summer. Like, it's not an if it comes out, it's the day it comes out, Liam. It's already
YouTube
guaranteed.
Has its trailers out, and it's great because Vi is like going through puberty and is going through like massive hormonal rage. It's hilarious.
That's fantastic.
So I mean, sequel movies. I
mean, there's
I want to say, hate on me all you want. Halloween. Yeah.
They're making another one?
Well, I mean...
Wait, is it a reboot or a sequel?
They're making a new Friday the 13th sequel. Oh, no, they're making a new Halloween sequel, too. It's too much, man.
It's... Okay.
Rob Zombie tried rebooting it, and Halloween.
Yeah.
And he did good with the first one. The second one fell off the world. I don't know what you were doing. Friday the 13th, the last one I watched was alright. I mean, it had Jared Padalecki in it.
Oh, from Supernatural?
From Supernatural.
Yeah.
So that saved it quite a bit. But, it wasn't what we were used to seeing in a Jason Voorhees. Jason Voorhees was always this menacing, jacked guy. Of course, he's played by one of my favorite horror icons of all time, Kane Hodder, in a couple movies. But this guy could fucking run. Why is Jason running? Like, he's this decomposing corpse.
Well, it's I think because they tried to like reboot Friday the 13th. They tried to reboot Nightmare on Elm Street, and neither of them worked. In my opinion,
again, we'll go into
so one. We are sitting at 7 watches right now. We are growing as this goes on.
Woo!
2. We have a couple topics for you guys to spin off on.
Oh, God.
Family vacation movies and anything in its likeness, as well as the Mummy movies.
Okay, so...
And Liam wants to know if he can be on the show.
Actually, dude,
It's someday in the future, possibly.
we'll get you someday in the future, for sure.
Yeah,
we'll get you
absolutely.
on. This show, we're going to be taping more episodes all the time of this show. We're going to be staying ahead. This is going to be one of my greatest shows that it's going to be, like, always put up on time and everything, because we're doing so much in advance.
Well, because the thing is, like, because it's so rare that we can, like, sit down and film together, our plan is that whenever we can, we're going to come in, we're going to film a bunch in a row.
Yeah. So, I'll talk about that after. when we're not on stream. Okay.
Mummy movies.
You want to do mummy movies first? Alright, so, as you all may not know, and you have no fucking idea, I'm just joking, guys, sorry. Alright, so there's the mummy movies, the original mummy movies that came out in 1978.
There is one original, and it came out...
No.
Yes.
There's a bunch of them that came out together.
If we're talking about the Brendan Fraser movies were a reboot of the original Mummy movie.
No.
Yes, they were.
No, they were not.
Yes, they were. Same character names, same plot line.
That's the third movie in the series, dude, that Brendan Fraser had his movies based off of. There's 2 movies before that made by Universal Pictures as well. The Mummy's Hand and something else.
No, there was The Mummy with Boris Karloff that came out in the 1930s. That's the one that the rest of them are all strung from.
Okay, but the one with Brendan Fraser is not based off that movie. It's
Is it
based
not?
off No, it's based off the third movie in that series.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the difference. There's actually 5 movies in the original Universal Pictures series. And then there's the 3 Brendan Fraser movies. There's, if you want to include the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson...
the Scorpion King.
Scorpion King, and there's, I don't know, 3 Scorpion King movies or something now, 3 or 4. Yeah, they changed the actor right away, right? Because they couldn't afford fucking The Rock to be in those movies. And then, of course, there's the new movie that just came out with Tom Cruise that's based on the original Mummy movie. And so this is what I'm going to say, guys. If you don't understand, or you didn't get the Easter eggs that was within the Mummy, I am so sorry for you, because you missed out on something that's about to happen that is every horror fan's dream.
Are they gonna create a universe?
Universal Studios has already confirmed they are creating the Monsters universe. They're going to... The next movie to come out is Jekyll and Hyde.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Jekyll and Hyde appeared in the Mummy movie as a curator.
Here's my thing. I have no problem with them redoing the original monster movies, but why does everything have to become a universe now?
Well, in all honesty, Universal, back then, it was all centered around the same universe, really. It just didn't dive into it as much as they are going to now. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they see how well it's working for Marvel. And Marvel's been able to broadcast this universe that they had created a long time ago.
But here's the thing. The reason it works for Marvel is because Marvel knows how to build a universe. If you try to create a universe even if it makes complete logical sense, if you don't know what you're doing, DC, it doesn't work.
So just hold on a second. Let me finish with this thought. So Universal Studios created this universe a long-ass time ago. And they just never really talked about it being a connected universe because back in the day, no one cared. No one looked that deep into movies.
Yeah.
But with the internet now, I think is why they're kind of going that route, is because honestly they want to people want this universe. They want more than one movie, but they don't want sequels anymore because sequels are long and drawn out and they don't work right. So instead they want crossovers and this and that, and they want people from this movie to appear in this movie now so that they can chat about it on the internet. And everybody can seem smarter than the person before them because they noticed an Easter egg that the person before them missed.
Yes, but again, it's going to become a very tired structure, just like everything else in Hollywood. Everybody's jumping on to building a film universe because that's what the thing is right now, and that's how people are making money. That's
hey,
all
guess
it
what?
is.
They're making a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Another one?
Yeah.
Reboot or a sequel?
Reboot.
Again.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I guess it's been, 8 years since the last one?
Yeah, Jackie Humphrey was a terrible fucking Freddy Krueger.
Oh, obviously.
But
I mean, nothing against him. He's a great actor.
Exactly. I do agree. He is a great
for
actor. So no, they're rebooting it again, and then they're talking again about doing them Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
So Chopper's throwing at you guys. Creed 2, continuation of the Rocky Balboa movies.
Creed 2's already been confirmed.
Okay. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Rocky movies to begin with, and Creed, I liked it for what it was. I don't know that it could be turned into its own series. I don't think it should be turned into its own series. I think it should be its own thing.
Alright, so I'm going to go a completely different route, and I'm going to say I am not a big fan of the Rocky movies because I'm not a big fan of that style of movie. I'm not a huge fan of any really fighting style-esque movie. And what I mean by that is I'm not a big fan of Kickboxer. That's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Karate Kid?
Karate Kid I was a big fan of because everybody wanted to be a Karate Kid. So we'll go into... Have you seen that yet?
Oh, Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai?
I've seen the trailer.
I can't wait for that. Anyways, and the movie Never Back Down. I watched the first Never Back Down. It was alright. They made a bunch of sequels. Not a big fan.
Have you seen Southpaw?
Yeah, I think so. The Fighter, The Wrestler, just all those movies, man. Not a big fan of. So, making Creed, I think you're hitting a niche audience that was really hoping for something more. To go with that whole storyline, to say you're going to capture a new audience, I do not believe is possible.
No.
Liam states, any movie with Hulk Hogan.
Wait, what?
Any movie with Hulk.
Whoa, we are jumping way, what are we doing now? Any movie with Hulk Hogan.
We're supposed to be talking about sequels.
Liam, can
you kind of expand on that?
I mean, I wasn't talking about wrestlers.
Oh, because it's shitty.
It's shitty. Any movie with Hulk Hogan is shitty.
That's fair.
No, I disagree.
Really?
Yes.
You secretly like Mr. Nanny, don't you?
No.
Suburban Commando.
No.
Which one?
Three Ninjas, High Moon. You're like, fuck, I forgot he was in that movie for all of 5 minutes.
I mean, okay, for me, when I think of Hulk Hogan's film career, the first thing that jumps out at me is him and Christopher Lloyd just bickering back and forth in Suburban Commando. Just, I was frozen today!
Yeah. All right, but I mean Hulk Hogan's a shitty actor. So, and I don't care who fucking says whatever. Roast me in the comments for that all you want. I will back that up till the day I am dead cold in the ground. Hulk Hogan has never been a fantastic actor in anything he's ever done. That being including wrestling.
Oh, of course.
But, that being said, I mean...
The poke of death.
So is there any other questions? Who do we still, or is there, how many people are still in chat?
Chopper says Rocky 3 had him too.
Thunderlip? What?
Oh, fuck. My bad.
That's fine.
We're in the mic.
I brought the microphone from my home studio so we could record with some clear audio.
Yeah, we're not using the integrated microphone on my laptop for these. We're actually using a production Blue Yeti microphone.
Which looks very phallic the way it is.
How many people are in chat, babe?
We're sitting at 5 right now.
Sitting at 5? Holy crap, there's more people watching this than watch me play video games.
We were
I gotta come over more often.
We were at 8, eh? Holy fuck, we're doing good. Have we gotten a single subscriber, though?
No subs yet.
No subs yet?
No subs yet. No, we're working on it.
Well, you don't have the bot open? Do you have the YouTube bot open? They're not even earning gems in chat?
No one's even tried.
Terrible, babe. What are you doing to me? You're hurting my economy.
No one's even tried.
That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Did you just say she's hurting your economy?
Go ahead, yes, on the stream bot?
Yeah. Yeah, my economy. Because I have gems, right? That go in chat and everybody can earn gems.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
I'm subscribed.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. Hey, get back over there.
I gotta.
Don't leave me.
No, it's not gonna come up on screen.
I got it. I'm opening up your Streamlabs right now.
Yeah, but it's not gonna come up on screen. It's not. She's not gonna get the playthrough. Because the widget's not there, babe.
Well, she says she doesn't worry about it.
Okay. Well, you open Streamlabs and it'll show you who's subscribed. Tell us if anyone's subscribed, and I'll give you a verbal shout out, and then I will play your shout out the next time I do my live stream. The thing isn't quite set up. We weren't planning on live streaming this, but we might have to more often.
Yeah.
Well,
I completely blanked on where we were.
How long have we been live streaming for, babe?
About an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half? We can keep going.
Yeah, we can keep going.
All right, sweet. Here we go. Here we go again. There's a copyright strike, or copyright fucking claim.
Stop it.
Sorry.
No, if it's less than 10 seconds, you're fine, I think.
No, because the one on BioShock was like 2.5 seconds.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah, and they nailed me. They, bent me over, wrapped me in the ass, no lube. Anyways, beyond that. So, unnecessary sequels. I can think of a million horror movies, probably, and stuff like that. But
I was gonna say slasher movies was my instant thought, but I haven't watched many of them.
I'd take a Nightmare on Elm Street to the chin. I mean, honestly, number 2 sucked. There was another one that sucked in there. It wasn't all that great.
Wasn't there one where like it took place in the real world and like Nightmare on Elm Street was a film within the film?
That's my favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah. New Nightmares?
Yeah.
Yep. New Nightmares starring Robert Englund as Robert Englund and Freddy Krueger. It's actually really good if you actually watch it and like get into the story. It's actually really good. And the thing is that because Freddy Krueger became a movie, it created this type of demon that preys on people's nightmares. And when not Stephen King, god damn it, when Wes Craven wrote Freddy Krueger because of a nightmare.
Yeah.
And he was having a nightmare about this demon, but he didn't know the demon got its power from people's fears. So he created this movie as an outlet, making more people afraid, giving this thing more power, and it was just like Freddy Krueger was this demon. Freddy Krueger became this demon, and it took on the appearance of Freddy Krueger to haunt everybody and kill everybody.
We have opinion on the Highlander movies.
Loved them.
The first one was fantastic. The second one I could not finish.
What about 3rd, 4th, 5th?
I did not know they existed.
Okay, which one was the second one? Is that the one where he's fighting the Japanese samurai?
Yeah.
Okay. Second one was alright. Why didn't you finish that?
It just,
The acting was a little overdone
Yeah.
on everybody's part. I will agree with that.
I mean, I could probably, if I forced myself to, I could probably get through it, but at the time I was just like,
the fifth one is the one that brings in Connor.
Yeah.
For the TV show? Yeah, that's the fifth one. So that's what that does. The Highlander TV shows. Christopher Lambert's is an amazing actor, so... what about Kung Fu? Did you ever watch that show as a kid? Kung Fu: The Legend Continues? With David Carradine?
No.
Really? Oh,
I mean, I know who David Carradine is, but I never
What do you know
watched the
David
show.
Carradine from?
Kill Bill.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
So he was a Kung Fu master. And one of in the first episode, there was Kung Fu was a TV show. And what it was that it was all about David Carradine as this monk.
Yeah.
And they're over in Tibet and blah, 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 blah. Well, the temple gets raided. And David Carradine comes to America at the very end of the show. And he's living life in America. And he finds love and this and that. So then, about 3 years after that, they made the show Kung Fu: The Legend Continues. I believe that's what it's called. And David Carradine has a son who's fucking old as shit. Like not old as shit, but he's an adult. And he's searching for him, and he finds him, and he's a cop. And now, him and his dad, who's played by David Carradine, go and fight crime and stuff like that. They use David Carradine as like a special investigator type thing, because all these crimes are committed by this criminal organization that's the ones that burnt down the village in Tibet. Whatever.
This whole thing screams early 90s to me.
And that's exactly what it was. So the best scene is, in the very first episode, you got David Carradine there, and he's at a bar, and this guy and all his biker buddies fucking harass this woman, and David Carradine tells them to stop, and they don't. So he goes like this, and the guy ends up pushing him back, grabbing him here, so he lifts his leg, does the whole kung fu move, kicks him out the window, and then his buddy grabs out the old switchblade and throws it at David Carradine. David Carradine goes like that and catches the knife right by the blade. And then, starts beating their ass. So, and that's kind of the way the show went, was just David Carradine and his son beating people's asses. It was a good show. Shows that were you know what? Is there any topic in chat? Because I've got a topic.
We have a topic shift.
Topic shift.
Topic shift.
Shift.
Rock stars going pop.
Oh God, we're doing. So Rockstar's Going Pop is selling out, and we will have an episode on sellouts and stuff like that. But we can talk about it a bit here. I don't want to give too much away.
We also have Blade movies.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll talk about Blade movies, because there's something that I want to talk about for sure.
On the topic of Rockstars Going Pop,
how's the new Fall Out Boy album?
Once again, Broken Joey.
How's the new Fall Out Boy album?
it's their new single. Okay, here's the thing. There are two bands that I love to no end, have since they first came out. Fall Out Boy and Mariana's Trench.
How's Mariana's Trench's new album there, Joe?
It's Astoria was fantastic. Their new single worries me. Because here's why it worries me. It worries me because the only band member that I can actually hear through the music is their lead singer. I don't hear any guitar, I don't hear bass guitar, and I hear electronic drums. I don't like it. It's not who they are. It worries me because I feel like they're pushing towards pop music just to make record sales. Which, I mean, if it's their...
Stop, right?
Yeah.
Stop! Just stop.
And the thing is...
Get help.
Well, the thing is, with the new Fall Out Boy record, Mania, that came out, I was hyped as hell for this album. And then I heard the first single that came out, and it was like an EDM, like...
You showed me
wobble bass everywhere. And it didn't sound like them. And the only band member I could hear was their lead singer. And I'm going, then you're not a band anymore.
You're a singer with a computer.
And here's the thing: they pushed the album back 4 months. Like they pushed the release date 4 months away because they all went, you know what? This album is not ready for release. We need to work on it a little bit more. And it sounds like they did nothing. It's a wreck from start to finish, save for 2 songs.
So let's go back into time though, and talk about sellout bands. Not exactly going pop, but one of the biggest sellout bands of all time, and this one was my dad's favorite band, Metallica.
Oh, with the Black Album.
With the Black Album.
It's okay. Metallica's Black Album is what happens when you take a metal band and you say, "Hey, we've got this guy working for our label. He's an alt rock producer, but I'm sure it'll work fine, right?"
And I mean, the most known song of Metallica, I guess, is considered "Enter Sandman." It's one of the most known songs for Metallica, which is off the Black Album, of course. Yeah. So like nobody ever really remembers like "Ride the Lightning" and
"Ride the Lightning," "Justice for All," "Seek and Destroy."
Exactly. The good Metallica.
Looks like we're going to shift back here to movies because Liam states, "I will come and slap one or both of you if you diss the Blade movies.
Blade
but
3?
You may be saved if you reason it properly."
Blade 3 was poorly contrived.
Yes.
It had the opportunity. I mean, look at the fucking actors in that movie, dude. Wesley Snipes, fucking Paul Levesque.
Okay, Wesley Snipes, I don't think there's anyone else who could have played Blade as well as he did.
No.
I think he fit the character perfectly,
yeah.
But dude can only do so much to save a movie.
Ryan Reynolds was in it.
Yeah.
And I mean, he tried his ass off. The chick that played Whistler's daughter, she was pretty good. Like the acting, this is the problem with Blade 3. Okay, is it was held back. It was made a bad movie by one thing and one thing only, and that was poor script dialogue.
Yeah.
The actual storyline it had behind it was actually okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad. And the acting, you had an A-list cast of actors, and they couldn't save how bad the dialogue of the script was.
It's like Phantom Menace all over again.
So, Blade 2, we'll talk about. Of course, this had Norman Reedus in it.
Blade 2 is the one that I don't remember very clearly. I remember the first one and I remember the third one, but I don't really remember
Blade 2 is the one where they had the special vampires that had the mouth that are open.
Oh, right, yeah.
It was good. I mean, storyline, I find, this is what bugs me the most about Blade, okay, is Blade 1 was a masterpiece. Blade 1 was amazing. Blade 2 failed because it had a weak story. And the actors were alright, and the dialogue, the dialogue was pretty good. So, I mean, could you have made Blade 2 a better movie? You could have had a stronger storyline, and it would have been a fucking amazing movie, just like the first one. So then you go to Blade 3, and you fucking completely fuck it up again, because you this time you have a strong storyline.
But the dialogue
and you have the actors, but the dialogue's just so bad that no one can save the damn thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when it comes to Blade, this is why I was happy someone brought up Blade, is because all these people talking about Black Panther. Finally, we got a black superhero. Blade, motherfucker. Blade. Okay, Blade is Marvel's black superhero badass.
Or, depending where you fall on the quality of superhero movies, Steel.
Blade. Just Blade. And like I'm not saying they were bad movies for what they were. I am a huge fan of all three Blade movies. I will watch all three fucking first, second, third, once a year usually. Maybe every 6 months I'll watch all three, and I usually watch them 1, 2, and 3 all within the same night and everything. But I mean, if you want to get really technical about the movies themselves and you want to really delve deeper into the aspects of the movie, I would have to say number 1's the strongest, number 2 failed because of a weak story, and number 3 failed because of weak script dialogue.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, the 4th one coming out, let's see what happens.
Hopefully they've got their shit
Liam
together.
wants to know about the Blade TV show. Before I switch you guys here.
I mean, it was more like the comic books. Did you ever watch the TV show?
No.
No? Have you ever read the comic books?
I've read a couple of them.
Okay. The TV show was more like the comic books, so I liked it in that aspect. I don't think the acting was all that strong. But then again, you gotta take it. See, this is the hard part, okay? Is you gotta take it for when it came out. The TV show, the acting in the TV show wasn't that strong for a Marvel TV show. But the only reason I say that is because I've watched things like Daredevil, Punisher, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and the superb acting within those TV shows. But comparatively, you gotta remember when Blade came out, they couldn't really have the Netflix ability and the actor pool and stuff like that. So I mean, it was good and bad at the same time. Just like the movies, it suffered from its own flaws. And if you want me to delve deeper into that, I will in a personal video. But on that topic here and now, I'm just gonna say, like the movies, it had its weak points and strong points.
And thankfully, Marvel did not shit the bed like they did with Iron Fist.
I don't think they shit the bed with Iron Fist.
I think they did.
Why?
So,
It's boring.
Okay. Iron Fist comic books were boring.
Sorry.
No, it's Volt. He keeps rewatching back in the live stream to my mistake so he can laugh his ass off more.
What, the hentai mistake?
Yeah. And so I'm getting mad. Liam says he will not slap you guys. You guys reasoned well. But Chopper wants to know about the Alien movies.
I haven't seen all of them. The ones that I have seen, I really like.
Okay, so we're going to go into this. Are you talking about just Alien or, like, where are we drawing the line here? Because let's talk about the Ridley Scott Alien universe, okay? So this is Alien 1, Alien 2, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Prometheus, and Alien Covenant.
And Alien vs. Predator.
Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator Requiem. So the first one I'm going to go out and I want to tear apart is Alien vs. Predator Requiem. It's a terrible fucking movie, and there's a good reason why I say this. Don't hate me on it. But Alien vs. Predator Requiem is such a fucking terrible movie because it is so dark you cannot see it.
Yeah.
I watched it in theaters, and then I bought a DVD copy of it, hoping that they changed it a little bit. No. This movie takes place at the dark of night in a fucking sewer, basically. And there's no lighting. So, Alien vs. Predator Requiem is a definite... Now, the first Alien vs. Predator movie. And you've seen that?
Yes.
Well, how'd you like that?
I thought it didn't measure up to what I wanted it to be, but I still enjoyed myself.
Okay, so I give it a thumbs up. I think the storylines crossed over quite well, and the way they did it was very good, actually. The acting in it was great, and anytime they can connect two storylines like that together and create a more badass movie, I'm all for it. So that series is done. Let's go into the Prometheus and Alien Covenant series.
Prometheus was a complete bust for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I felt like it over-explained itself and yet didn't explain itself, if that makes any sense.
Okay, so I'm going to be the bearer of bad news and break everyone's heart that everyone will fight with me on. Prometheus was not a prequel to the Alien movies. It was simply just another planet with another form of the xenomorphs. And because the xenomorphs got into aliens, they looked different, and that's just what that was. It wasn't actually a prequel to Alien. at all. Alien Covenant, of course, the aliens end up getting into humans instead of these aliens and look exactly like xenomorphs.
Yeah.
But it's a continuation of the story of Prometheus. So I've seen both Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Prometheus, I'm going to give a thumbs down. The reason why I'm giving it a thumbs down is because I feel the story was long drawn out and it overextended what it should have. The movie could have been split up into 2 different movies and it would have worked a lot better for it. But Alien Covenant, I got to give a big old dirty thumbs up because my homeboy is in it. I'm trying to think of his actual name. Danny McBride. Good old dude from Eastbound and Down's in it. And the cast, the acting, it is actually... See, if you don't like Prometheus, watch Alien Covenant. Honestly, it's right back to, like, Alien 1.
I will have to watch Alien Covenant. On the subject of Danny McBride, anytime anyone mentions him, all I picture is James Franco from This Is the End. When he's going up to heaven, he's flipping him off.
No. Because, see, there's an even better part from the exact same movie where Danny McBride's holding a leash to a guy on all 4s wearing a gimp suit, and it's Channing fucking Tatum.
I lost my shit.
Greatest thing ever. Anyway, so let's stop and go back to the Alien movies. So then you have the original series, Alien, Alien 2, or Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection, all starring Sigourney Weaver, with a sequel or reboot coming out later this year.
Sigourney Weaver needs to be in everything.
Okay, I'll accept that. I love me some Sigourney Weaver. She's a phenomenal actress.
Yeah,
I think she's really underrated. That being said,
honestly, Ripley is the reason that I shake my head at people who look at the movies coming out now and finally we have a strong female character. Ripley
is honestly, every time someone says strong female character, I go, okay, so the only 2 people, there's 3 people that write strong female characters in this world, okay? It's Ridley Scott, because he's the one that wrote Ripley. Joss Whedon, Buffy, Cordelia, anyone from that universe, anyone from Serenity, Firefly universe, any female character, they're all really strong. And then Guglielmo del Toro.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce his first name, so I just call him Guglielmo.
Guillermo.
Yes, del Toro. You look at all his movies, it's always a female character that is the strongest one. So, they write strong female characters. So let's go right off the bat, hop in here with Alien 1. How do you like it? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up. It's an absolute freaking classic.
I'm going to have to be the other guy here and say Alien 1 gets a thumbs down from me.
Really?
To be truthfully honest.
Why?
Storyline, it's a great intro. And it's a great storyline. And, if it was just Alien, then so be it. It would be a great movie.
But because it's because
Alien 2 came out, gotta give it a thumbs down. So, have you seen Aliens?
Aliens?
Yes, that's Alien 2, the second one to come out.
No.
Where she's with the Marines?
No.
Oh my god, dude. Seriously? Okay, so that's one of my favorite movies of all times. And the classic line, "Game over, man! Game over!" comes from. So, that being said, Alien 2 gets a big old thumbs up from me. So, Alien 3, have you ever seen that one?
Which one's that one?
The one where they're on the prison planet. So Sigourney Weaver actually dies in this movie.
Yes, I have.
Okay, I give that a thumbs down.
I agree.
It just wasn't great, and so just wait, because here's anyways, so Alien Resurrection. Have you seen that one?
Yes.
How'd you like that one?
I wanted to like it. At the end of the day, I gotta give it a thumbs down.
That's gonna get a big old thumbs down from me as well. I just didn't like it. So here's what I was talking about. The saving grace. There's a new Alien movie coming out. It's not going to be directed by Ridley Scott, sadly, but it is co-produced by Ridley Scott.
Okay.
It's got Sigourney Weaver in it.
Of course.
And it takes place directly after Aliens 2, completely erasing Aliens 3 and Aliens Resurrection. It's a reboot. So what they're doing is instead of having Aliens 3 and Alien Resurrection, they're going to take a script that had already been kind of written and that was actually a way better storyline and do it that way. No.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I was pumped to shit. I mean, Newt's going to be in it.
I like it because essentially you're retconning storylines and movies that didn't go over very well. But at the same time, I mean, you're taking a chunk out of your history by doing so.
Alright, so let's stick with the same universe and let's just go over to Predator. Predator 1?
Again, it's... I wasn't as big a fan of the Predator movies as I was of the Alien movies.
Alright. Well, Predator 1 gets a thumbs up for me. Anything with Arnold is great. Predator 2, did you ever see that?
No.
You should. It's actually really good.
I saw the first one. I didn't see the second.
Predator 2 takes place in a city. Typical, I don't know, Predator movie. It's great. Did you see Predators that just came out with dude with a really big nose? Adrian Brody. Is that his name?
Yes.
Thank you. Adrian Brody. It's got fucking Danny Trejo in it too.
Oh, I love Danny Trejo.
So,
he's my boy.
So it's got them in it. It's fucking hilarious. I love the movie. Actually, you should really go see it.
I need to see this now.
And they're making a new Predator movie coming out as well.
Vol just asked, what about Aliens versus Predator?
We already went through that.
And Liam was wondering if that person that played Catherine on CSI was in one of the movies.
Not a big... I never watched CSI, man. I'll have to have my background person look that up. She's currently busy doing other stuff, though.
Talking to your sister.
Oh, what's she up to? Which sister?
I was gonna say
Shannon?
All I know about CSI is the theme song.
Horatio Hornblower's in it. In one of them.
Oh, God.
What's his real name? I can't even think of what his real name is.
David Caruso? No.
No, fucking...
Oh.
CSI Miami, babe. Look that up for me.
All I need to know about CSI is it won't get fooled again by the Who
CSI
is the theme song.
Miami?
To one of them.
Is it not? Oh, wait, which... No, I gotta find out which one it's the theme song for.
Is that the one you're thinking?
No, I'm thinking of...
Okay, so then...
The one that has, like, the really fucking kick-ass scream in the middle.
That's the first one. Yes. Yes, that's the original CSI.
Yeah.
Well, see, and here's the thing. This is why I asked which one, because all the CSIs all have Who songs.
Really?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Because the CSI Miami's is the Who are we? Who, I really want to know. Yeah, that's for CSI Miami.
You're going to get so fucked.
Why?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
thinking about your copyright.
So I can't monetize this video. I need 1,000 subscribers.
I don't know what CSI Catherine's on there, Liam. And who am I looking at?
Horatio Hornblower. CSI Miami.
Is his character name literally Horatio?
Yes.
He's not coming up.
Who's the first fucking person on the list for CSI Miami?
David Caruso?
Oh, it was
David Caruso, who plays
I get it.
Horatio in CSI Miami, but of course played Horatio Hornblower in... I can't even remember what the name of the movie is now. But he played a character named Horatio Hornblower. So every time my mom was a huge fan of CSI. So my dad hated it. So every time she turned it on, he goes, "Oh, there's Horatio Hornblower. Old Hornblower's on the TV." Good old dad. Fuck. What a guy.
See, with my parents, like, my dad was really into Walker, Texas Ranger. Like, that was literally just playing on loop when I was a kid.
I feel sorry for you.
I know.
Alright, guys. This sneak peek is now 2 hours in almost 15 minutes. So do you want to keep her going or do you want to wrap her up?
You don't get a say. I'm sorry.
I mean, do we still have topics coming in, or...
Not really. People are playing with their gems. Oh, no. Your opinion on Avatar. I almost missed that one.
Avatar, the Last
movie.
Airbender?
No.
Or Avatar, the James Cameron movie?
James Cameron.
Blue guys
or blue forehead? Well, it's true.
You just keep saying Avatar, so I'm assuming the blue guys.
Who is saying it?
Vault.
Well, let's assume he's saying blue guys.
I was going to say, because the Avatar movie didn't happen, so...
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Blue guys. I mean, it was good. It was alright. It was fine 3 hours long.
It's okay. James Cameron is known for long-winded movies. I don't think there's a single movie he's produced that is less than 3 hours long. But Avatar is the only one of his movies that feels like it's 3 hours long.
Did you know he's, like, signed up and already agreed and, like, everything's on the go for, like, 4 Avatar movies?
Yeah. And he's filming them all at the same time, too.
And I know, and they're gonna come out, and, like, one's coming out next year, one's coming out 3 years after. Like, it's fucking... I'm like, oh. And they're all gonna be 3-hour masterpieces.
It's... Okay, look. James Cameron, if you're watching, people don't have the attention span they used to. 3 hours is a lot to ask of a movie audience nowadays.
Especially, imagine going to theaters, dude. 3 hours sitting there, you gotta go pee, and then you pee at an action part, and then you gotta wait another hour and a half for the next action part. Are you kidding me?
I remember being... When did that movie came out?
I don't even know.
I remember being 6 years old. My sister and my mother both went to see Titanic 3 times. So at 6 years old, I got dragged to the cinema to sit for 3 hours and 15 minutes to watch that movie.
Vault says there's 1 out of 10 billion chance that James Cameron's still doing this.
Well, hey, thanks, Vault, dick.
And Liam says Avatar: The Last Airbender did happen, and what about the Maze Runner?
Okay, so it didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about. You keep
this?
Talking about this make-believe stuff that's in your head, this Dragon Ball Z live-action movie.
I mean, when the hell did that happen?
Like, it's in your head. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I would have known if someone, you know, if
someone dressed James Marsters up like Piccolo.
Yeah, if someone would have dressed James Marsters up as Piccolo, I would have known about it. That didn't happen. So,
why would anyone even do that? That makes no sense.
I know, right? Like, who the fuck hires James Marsters to play a with an American accent,
right?
Yeah, so what was the other thing he's talking about?
The Maze Runner.
Maze Runner. Did you ever read the Maze Runner books?
I did not read the books.
I read the books.
So how do you feel about the movies?
I love the movies. I think it's not direct.
20 billion chances James Cameron is awake.
Time zone difference. It could be like 7 o'clock where he is, and he could have just eaten supper and written.
Realize that your odds got worse if he's awake.
I have better chance than him watching this shit asleep. Wow. Anyway,
he's directing 4 sequels at once, man. Give him a break.
So, Maze Runner movies, I've only seen 1.
The first one?
The first one. I haven't watched the second one. I keep trying to, but I keep falling asleep. I never really have ample time. And then when I actually go to watch a movie where I'm like, okay, I'm going to go sit and watch an entire movie, I don't ever think to put it on.
He also says Ready Player One.
Can't wait for it.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Our generation's Tron.
I mean, it's okay. On paper, it sounds like a fantastic idea. The trailer looked great. But I have heard some very discouraging things about it. I've heard that it's nostalgia for nostalgia's sake and not nostalgia for the fact that the writer and the filmmakers actually are fond of the things that they're putting in the movie for nostalgia. Which, I mean,
yeah.
If you have that sort of empty connection to nostalgia, it really kind of cheapens the effect, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure. So, hey, did you ever watch Cloud Atlas?
I haven't. It's on my list. One of the movies we rented yesterday had that as the trailer beforehand, and I actually really want to see it. And you're gonna ruin it for me, aren't you?
No, no, but don't rent it.
No.
No, is it on Netflix or something?
Probably.
I hope it's on Netflix or Kodi or something that you watch on. Don't rent it. You won't have enough time to like fucking understand it.
It's one of those movies that you have to
I watched Cloud Atlas four times, and there's still parts of Cloud Atlas that I don't understand. The movie as a concept is amazing. The storylines within it are great, but there's still parts that I'm kind of like, wait, what? And I've watched it 4 times. It is, but that's just the good thing. But this is why I'm saying I'm not going to ruin it for you. You know me, you know the type of movies I'm into, you know the type of movies that I rewatch.
Yeah.
I've watched Cloud Atlas 4 times, and I'd be willing to watch it a 5th. Yeah, like it is a great movie. So what's Liam saying now?
He's playing Heist now.
Oh, he's playing Heist, sweet. I'm gonna dock Liam points. You're gonna get docked 100 points every time you bring up a fake movie that's in your head.
Yep.
Do you want to start wrapping her up?
I mean, do I have to wrap it up? Or...
I mean, I'm cool to keep going if we still have topics.
I think we're talking about 2 different things.
Liam just put up the new Power Rangers movie.
I loved it.
Didn't see it, so.
It's good, actually.
I'm just more worried about Joey's
wife?
Yeah, she might
more
murder you.
concerned about his life than his wife right
I'm
now.
I'm worried she might murder you. But
We-
it's your
I
life.
figured we'd be recording up until like 3, so...
Yeah.
Fucking kidding. Then we're home.
What?
I can't stay up that late.
You can go to sleep. Alright.
I deal with this on a nightly basis. So I'm used to it, but like I said, it's not me or you guys I'm concerned about.
The new Power Rangers movie.
I didn't see it, so.
It's alright. I mean, it's good. I liked it. I'd be willing to watch a sequel. I said I'd watch a sequel.
Wait.
What up?
We don't have anywhere to be till noon tomorrow. Afternoon tomorrow.
No, it's just YouTube. Okay.
Just YouTube fucking up?
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, it's good.
We're good?
Yeah, it's all good.
Alright.
So yeah, that's Power Rangers. What other movies came out that fucking missed out? TMNT? Did you watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Michael Bay?
Oh, the Michael Bay ones?
Yeah.
I actively avoided the Michael Bay ones.
Really?
I saw what he did with Transformers, and I didn't want to watch him do that to the Turtles. So.
You didn't like Transformers?
No, I didn't.
Honey, you love as much as you love the Turtles and you thought Michael Bay did an okay job, you had some issues with it.
I did. I had some issues with it, man. I don't know.
And
I
it was
fucking...
like just character development, because he's like, no, you're missing Mikey's this, you're missing Donatello's this, and it's just like...
Michelangelo's riding a skateboard. Michelangelo rode a skateboard. No, Donatello rode the skateboard, you assholes.
Like, it was just like that.
Like...
Well, okay, here's the thing. When Michael Bay did Transformers, the first movie was... It had its flaws, but it had a very clear direction and a very clear idea what it wanted to be.
Did not happen.
Personally, I think they have a spot. I didn't hate them. I didn't mind them. I'd watch them again.
I mean, I actively avoided the movies, like I said, because I saw what the Transformers movies
The second one
so.
was better. Like he got better with the sequel. If he makes a third, I don't think he'll be able to. I think he'll screw it up.
I heard the first one was a mess because they had to like rewrite it halfway through.
Probably.
Liam's bringing up the Bumblebee spinoff.
What?
With Transformers. I didn't know Bumblebee got a spinoff.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There was no movie that I seen that had just
Apparently
Bumblebee.
got a spinoff.
Was it a TV show or like? Because I've watched every Transformers movie. Like I've seen every single one. So I don't know. It couldn't have been a movie. Liam, can you give us a bit more information on that, please? We should have done this on Twitch and like 8 viewers. We could have some viewers over there. And IRL streams.
It's coming out this year. Or it came out early this year.
What's it called?
It's called Bumblebee. It has John Cena in it.
John Cena! Dun, 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 dun.
Haley Steinfeld and John Cena. Pamela Anderson.
Oh.
It's due to come out December this year.
John Cena! Pamela Anderson!
I need a second.
So he wants to know what you think from trailers because it's not due to come out till the end of this year.
I haven't seen the trailer.
I haven't seen a trailer. It's got fucking John Cena and Pamela Anderson.
So the director is Travis Knight.
I don't know.
Okay, can you give me some more information on what he's done?
The description of the movie is on the run the year 1987. Bumblebee finds refuge in a junkyard in a small California beach town.
So it's a prequel to the actual Transformers.
Charlie, on the
movies.
cusp of turning 18, is trying to find her place in the world and discovers Bumblebee battle-scarred and broken.
Who's John Cena play Bumblebee?
Hold on. So the director has done things like Box Trolls, Paranormal, and Coraline. Seems like a lot of animation.
He's done a lot of like claymation movies.
Is it gonna be a claymation?
That makes me kind of worried.
Yeah, like it's a lot of claymation. And John Cena plays Agent Burns.
Did your mind go where my mind went? Agent Burns?
Mm-hmm.
Pamela Anderson?
And it looks like they're bringing Bumblebee back to the classic VW bug.
I don't even care! John Cena's Agent Burns, and it has Pamela Anderson in it. Fuck. Oh, God! Hey, Joey, you can't make this shit up. Hey, Joey, does it burn? What the absolute F, man? Why? Is the movie claymation?
No, it's live action.
It's live action? Holy shit.
They're bringing Bumblebee back to his classic VW bug.
Alright. That's okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Let's see. Optimus Prime is voiced by Peter Cullen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see. Vanessa Ross plays a mean girl. They have a
Who's Pamela Anderson play?
her character name's not up.
She just plays herself.
She plays herself. That's why Agent Burns.
Like 90% of these people don't have their character name up.
Alright, go back to our chat. Can you
That's
see our chat?
fantastic.
I got it. It's just Liam stating that he's pretty sure that he goes back to the VW bug, and from the set pictures he does.
Alright, so
This is meant to come out December 21st of this year.
But it burns. I'm not even gonna be able to watch it because like he's gonna be like, I'm Agent Burns, and I'll be like in theaters, stop sleeping with Pamela Anderson.
So
No, because it's John Cena,
just
so it won't
wants
even
us to
have that
know-
inflection. It's just be, I'm Agent Burns.
Liam just wants us to know that apparently your lips aren't quite matching up with,
The audio?
Audio?
No.
but I'm not quite sure how to fix that. I don't think I can.
I think it might just be a frame rate issue, which you probably can't fix.
You
so.
can fix it through keyframes and all that shit, but I mean we're already so far into the
It's been looking fine up until that point, so it could have just
Stream.
been when YouTube glitched a little bit and knocked
Oh,
the frame off.
possibly.
Yeah, try refreshing, Liam. The live stream's not gonna last too much longer, so
I was gonna say, I think
So
we're
nearing about
I
2.5,
think we're running about-
and
we're
it
running out
seems
of
like
steam.
chat's kind of slowing down. We're down to 3 viewers, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I think we're wrapping it up.
we're going to be wrapping it up here in a minute. There's just a couple quick things we're going to talk about.
So since we're wrapping up, do we want to talk about like release schedule or?
Well, that's something Sas goes off because it has to see how editing goes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So release schedule is going to be under wraps.
Yeah, he said it happened when we had our YouTube glitch.
All right.
So it's probably not the frames off.
Yeah, not the frames off. I'm sorry, guys. It's nothing we can do about it. This far into the stream, there's no point in resetting stuff and setting stuff back up because we're just going to be calling her. Anyways, I mean, this is kind of a long episode, I guess you could say.
I was gonna say this is. I think this live stream has been the equivalent of what, 12 episodes?
Something like that.
Something like that.
But if you guys love this, I say, maybe once a month or something, do a live stream version.
Yeah.
So, you've been getting it up to here. So now we're going to hit you with the live stream. Get your inputs in on it. Get the stuff that people had commented and things like that. And put it
And we'll always collect what you guys want to hear and stuff. Don't worry about that. We will be taping more soon. We've got a bunch. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
So it's about 12:30 here. Is there anything else? Any other topic? Like quick dick topic? No, I'm talking to Jody. Is there any quick dick topic you want to talk about real quick?
Nothing comes to mind anyway.
All right. For me, this show is going to be open. When we tape shows, we're going to be talking to people, friends and stuff like that we feel would be a good addition to this. This, like everything else on my stream, will progressively get better as time goes on. More people will be added, special guests, things like that. It is always a great joy to have you guys watch our content, leave us comments, and talk to us here at the studio. Also, Joey will be filled in on anything that is said on our videos. Joey is, of course, running his own YouTube channel as well, where he puts out some of the best music we listen to. Alternative Symphony is the band he is a major, I don't know what he's partnered in.
Yeah.
Basically. They're great together as a group, so, go check them out. Links are in the description.
Will be a regular on the round table.
There will be a regular... What?
Joey is a regular on our round
table.
Yes,
Joey is a regular on the round table. Every episode will have Joey in it. People like, Liam might get in on a couple episodes. Jer. I want Jer to become a permanent role, or Spectre, as my streaming guys know him, a permanent role. But I mean, schedules need to be worked out and stuff like that. So whatever we can do there, we can do. That being said, guys, I think we've all about had it for tonight. We are gonna call it. It is 12:30, so
be sure to hit your notification.
Be sure to turn that notification button on. Hit the subscribe button. Go over to my brother's channel here and go subscribe to him for the latest music coming out. You'll probably be able to hear it on YouTube before you hear it on my stream, the way my stream playlists work lately. But they will be on the stream. Guys, if you like this King's Roundtable, make sure you drop a like on the video and make sure you keep up to date on it. These episodes are killer. It is great content, and we hope to see you guys when we do the next live stream, because it's something that I think we're going to be doing.
Definitely.
All right, guys. So I'm AJ.
I'm Joey.
From us to you.
Live long and rock on.
It.